What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back here with episode 4. Yes, episode 4. No, not
Oh,
5.
I get confused, but okay, I'll say it's episode.
Actually, it might be episode 3. We're back
It
here
should
with
be episode
with,
4. It should be.
with the new episode of Wrestling with Games. A little late this week, but I take full responsibility for that because I had to work. As you can see, there's a little bit of a change here. We're moving on up, people.
It's the ball from Portal.
The ball from Portal.
I don't even play Portal, so I don't even know if there's a ball in it.
I have my own Portal core here. It's the space
Wally.
core. Wally?
Yeah, you have Wally.
I've never seen Wally.
So have I.
One of these days I'm going to plow right through that movie.
You're an asshole.
That'll just remain a mystery to all the listeners, I guess.
Just make it's like evolution is a mystery. I'm done with play Motorhead's Evolution.
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 So we got a lot of gaming news to cover, a lot of wrestling news to cover since this past Sunday. Actually, 6 days ago was WrestleMania 31. Or
The play
WrestleMania
button?
Play Button, sorry. Next year is WrestleMania Star. Since
And then it'll be fast forward, rewind, skip a chapter, fast forward a chapter,
Skip a chapter.
pause, subtitle.
Subtitle. Just ... WrestleMania ...
WrestleMania remaster.
WrestleMania HD Remaster. So, we got 22 articles to cover here.
Ah, damn.
I know. The first article didn't even... I didn't save an article until Sunday. So, from last Wednesday when we recorded the show until Sunday, there was nothing noteworthy at all.
Well, it could be argued after WrestleMania. There's a thing or two that was noteworthy, but we probably would have had like 20 minutes of discussion. We would have been done.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't a good week, honestly. It was so boring.
Well, the first bit of news is that free DLC cars will be added to Project Cars each month. Project Cars is that new realistic racing simulator that's coming out to
Also, it'll be
current
DLC.
gen. Yeah, free DLC each month.
I don't know how I feel about that though, because does that tell me that the game is not? I mean, I understand that they keep pushing the game back, so that might tell me that the game isn't near done still. So they're just going to start porting, like give you the base of it and keep giving it to you. Is there going to be app purchases, or is it going to be like a full $60 game?
It should be full release. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, I actually have a picture here of... I don't know how well my camera's going to pick it up or not, but the first car. Yeah, see, my camera sucks ass at focusing. There we go.
Is it going to be like one? Is it going to be like one car a month? You said like a new pack, what, a week or is it a month? You said, I'm sorry.
It's a month.
Well, you only get like 1 or 2 cars, or it might be like 5 or 6, or you don't know. You only get like 2 or 3 cars a month. I'm gonna plow right through those cars and get the next one.
It doesn't say.
I just had.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says we'll receive a series of free DLC vehicles in the months following the release, which was pushed back to May. Yeah, mid-May.
Now, is Project Cars supposed to combat Drive Club on PS4?
Dude, Rally Cross on PS1 combats Drive Club. Drive Club sucks ass. And that was supposed to be the Forza killer. Okay, Sony. Okay.
And like Killzone was supposed to be the Halo killer.
Yeah.
Halo killed itself with the Master Chief Collection. Sony didn't need to do anything.
Only Halo can kill itself. Speaking of Halo, that was a great segue. Last Sunday we got the 2 live action trailers.
You got the Hunt of Truth. It was the Hunter side, and it was the race. The Hunter and the Hunted.
But we also got the official release date.
And the release date is extremely interesting. Why they picked October, because I think September they shot away from that, because I know Metal Gear Solid comes out early September. So I wonder if they wanted.
Yeah.
I wonder if they went to October, because I know in December November we're going to have Call of Duty. I'm assuming Tomb Raider is going to be in there somewhere. I wonder if Microsoft wanted to go away, but you think Microsoft would have wanted their own time away from everything else for like a few weeks? Because again, if they want people to play Halo 5, they're going to need more than a week or two before the Call of Duty crowd comes in just to goes elsewhere. Everybody who buys it on Xbox One's going to go to Call of Duty.
I mean, people are going to play Halo 5. So that's a given.
I mean, the marketing train so far has been excellent with what they've released so far. I mean, it's really interesting how they're doing the story.
Yeah. I don't understand a bit of it, but I'm interested.
I will fill you in once you finish Halo 3.
Well, the official release date is October 27th, 2015.
Day one by.
What?
Day one by.
Oh. Yeah, for me too, if I'm able to finish all 4 games by then.
Just get to Halo 4. You don't need to worry about the other 3.
Hey man, I want the full story. I bought the full game. I want the full story.
Trust me, you don't need the whole story for Halo 4, because they really don't even talk much about it. It's like it never existed.
Well, that's because it's 343.
Or 334.
What? Did I say the wrong name?
No, I said, or it could be 334 or 433.
Oh. I thought I said the wrong name.
You can just call him X-Bungie.
So, let's see if it'll load. I gotta find an easier way to do this for the podcasts.
You just have it on your browser.
So, this image here was posted to Twitter. If my phone will,
Gears of War.
If it'll ever focus. No, it doesn't look like it's gonna focus, folks. Sorry. It is a odd-looking gun, and of course, it was posted by Jack Felling. I don't know who that is.
He's from Black Tusk Studios. He's a community manager.
Oh, okay, there you go. So, yeah, I mean, they're teasing Gears of War. Is that going to be something that we see at E3?
I know we're going to see something Gears of War. I just don't know what we're going to see yet. The pointing upward. Oh, your Gears of War 3 thing. I'm like, what the hell are you pointing at? No, I'm just curious. I'm just curious because, I mean, the rumor of the Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, that's been shot down officially, but I don't know if they could do a Judgment bundle with it, or if the rumors of it being just Gears of War 1. But I can't see them put that much work into Gears of War 1.
As I said, I still don't think they've shot it down. I think they're just not making it.
I just don't get why they're going to redo Gears of War 1 HD when A, the game still looks pretty good. Number 2, if they put the Gears of War 3 mechanics in it, I'll be fine with it. But again, it's going to be lacking content compared to Gears of War 3. I'd rather them just make Gears of War 3 for Xbox One. I'd be tickled to death with it. It was the best out of the series, multiplayer-wise.
Wait, what do you mean Gears of War 1 remake?
The rumor has been that they're going to retake Gears of War 1 and remake it HD, do it like an HD version, upgrade, the graphics and stuff, textures, do all that kind of.
Really?
Release it. I've heard that rumor. I heard that Rod Ferguson said that the Marcus Phoenix collection is not coming, but does that mean that it's just not coming from Black Tusk and could be like Blue Point Games or somebody else ported over?
That's what I think.
Or could it mean that there could be Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment bundled together for Xbox One?
I'm fine. I mean,
it's very interesting, but the rumor, NeoGAF member Shinobi is pretty knowledgeable of things, and he's normally right. And he said that we will be able to play a Gears of War. I'm just intrigued. But why would Microsoft bring Gears of War out and Halo in the same year? They've done it before, but why would you try to take any focus off Halo right now? All in all, give me Gears of War early next year.
Maybe release it early December?
Yeah, I could see Tomb Raider releasing in December too. Unless they do like a Gears remake. But again, give me Gears of War 3 on Xbox One. I'll be happy. I love the multiplayer. I miss the multiplayer the most.
Well, that was the first I heard about that rumor, so that was news to me. So jumping outside of the realm of gaming really fast, we have some movie news, which kind of pertains to gaming. But,
Shawn Michaels is playing Jesus in a new Passion of the Christ movie.
Who?
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, Shawn Michaels.
Because he's going to oversell it, and then Dolph Ziggler is going to be one of his wise men.
Now, I'm positive my camera's not going to focus on this, but, let's see. No, that's way small. Why does the photo get smaller when you turn your phone sideways? That's dumb. This is for the new Suicide Squad movie, which is a DC Comics movie. Oh, it did focus. That is the Arkham Asylum logo.
Patience. I want to move it up a little bit.
Move it up a little bit?
Yeah, so you can actually go down, up, keep going. Okay, now to focus this because I have no idea what it says. Progress note, patient assessments, and I don't know what the other one says. Treatment records, okay. And one's missing it.
But that right there, now it's definitely not going to focus.
There it is. Out of.
That's the Arkham. That's the Arkham Asylum logo.
Okay.
Okay, focus back on me now, camera. Focus back on me now. Anytime now.
The camera has cataracts.
Are you bloody serious? I need to get some glasses for my camera.
Camera has cataracts.
Okay, come on.
I know how it is because I wear glasses.
There we go. Alrighty, so yeah, they are teasing currently Arkham Asylum being a part of the Suicide Squad movie. So jumping back into gaming now, EA has fucked it up again.
No!
They are locking out PC players from Origin that have too many hardware configurations. It says PC gamers who have altered their machine over 5 times within a 24-hour period might get locked out of EA's online service Origin. The DRM safeguard was first discovered when a user was testing out a number of different graphics cards for Battlefield Hardline, was locked out of Origin and greeted with the message, "Too many computers have accessed this account version of Battlefield Hardline Digital Deluxe recently. Please try again later." IGN reached out. This was never updated, so apparently EA never got back to him. But IGN reached out to EA regarding the matter, and the publisher I guess I should have read ahead because it didn't need to be updated. The publisher provided the following comment: Origin authentication allows players to install a game on up to 5 different PCs every 24 hours. Players looking to benchmark more than 5 hardware configurations in one 24-hour period can contact our customer support team who can help. Why? Why 5? Why 5 in a 24-hour period?
My problem with EA is they're trying to find a way to screw you. You give them your $60. When you give them your $60, see, here's my problem with the gaming industry. They say even if you buy a digital game anymore, it's more or less you're licensing it. You don't own it.
Yeah.
I'm not being. If I go out and I buy Overdrive, okay, I own it. It's mine in my hands. If I buy something digital,
I don't own this game.
It's like if I go and buy something digital, I still own it. I don't care how they say it. To me, it's dickish. The 10 don't and the 10 won't.
Because that bloody little company right there has to be the greediest fucking company on the face of this earth.
Well, can you blame them after the whole Nintendo Wii U is a flop?
Yes.
I mean, the Xbox One at the $500 price point, people bitching about the DRM that people still think that it exists. The Xbox One still sold better than the Wii U. That tells you something.
By
the way, this segment was brought to you by...
Suck it.
Had to.
With your product placement. So...
Also brought to you by Apple iPhone.
So,
Leave.
Okay. We're going to find a new co-host after that one.
And Windows Phone.
That's a little bit better. So, some more EA news that has nothing to do with Origin.
My heart can't take it.
the Dragon Age Inquisition Jaws of Hakken. I'm not
I thought it
sure.
was Hawken.
Is it Hakken?
I have no idea. I just thought it was Hawken.
It's Hakkon.
I thought it was Hawken.
However the hell you say it.
Hacking? It's hacking.
It's coming to PS4, PS3, and Xbox 360. And that... in May. In May, I have to include that part. Because as of right now, it's only on Xbox One and PC.
Why would Microsoft have it on the Xbox One, but not the 360 at the same time? I understand they want people to jump to the Xbox One, but isn't that kind of strange?
Just some funky-ass timed exclusive shit.
But that's like Microsoft doing, oh, you get the Call of Duty DLC first on Xbox One, but you have to wait till everybody else gets it on the Xbox, for the Xbox 360, like the PS3, PS4. People, the install base on the last gen is still bigger.
People that are still playing last gen need to get the fuck out of there.
They're ruining our games.
Yes, they are.
They're ruining them.
And we will actually... Oh, you know what?
Oh, and it's been confirmed that Gears of War will be exclusive to the Xbox One from now on. They confirmed that too.
I thought I saved that story, but I guess I didn't, so we'll cover that now. Gears of War is confirmed to not be coming to last gen on the Xbox 360.
They said development is exclusive to the Xbox One, which we all assumed that was going to happen.
Yeah, totally. So jumping back out of gaming news, because I forgot to sort these. The Walking Dead Season 5 finale last Sunday, the one that had the 2 Halo trailers, had the highest rated, the highest rating in the show's history. And that show already held the record for the highest rating.
I actually watched it.
Did you? Did you understand?
I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention to it because I was too busy doing other things. I only wanted to watch the Halo trailers.
They had 15.8 million viewers for that finale. And yeah, so that was it about The Walking Dead. Have you followed, because I know you don't have the game, but the recent 1.08 patch, I believe it was, for GTA 5? Next gen version.
I didn't hear anything about it.
Well, apparently,
is that when it downgrade the graphics or something?
Yes.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Apparently, it really fucked up the graphics. I don't think they ever stated what happened, but they addressed it with the
Watch Dogs.
1. What?
They pulled a Watch Dogs.
They pulled the Watch Dogs after the game came out. They released 1.09 for current gen and 1.23 for last gen, which apparently fixed the issues. I can't imagine what the last gen version would have looked like. I only saw the current gen version.
I thought the last gen looked, when I played it, I thought the last gen still looked great when we played it. I thought it was one of the
still looked like a good game.
Yeah.
But if you went and compared it to the current gen, or especially the new PC version, because I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the PC version yet. The 60 frame trailer.
I think it's sexy.
Holy shit. And I hit my mic. Holy shit. That's actually the next piece of news that we have.
You're just walking into it. You caught right through that one.
Inside joke. Grand Theft Auto 5 60 frame per second PC trailer coming this week. And that was back on March 31st. And it came out April 2nd. And it was beautiful. It was delicious. It was everything that I wanted.
It was delicious. It was just your gear tag down to Mr. Delicious.
Mr. Delicious.
Did you ever meet him when we played that night?
Sure, for $10 you can change it.
I'll give you the $10 to change it to Mr. Delicious.
And then I actually had somebody on Facebook arguing with me that the PS4 version already runs at 60 frames per second.
Is it who I think it is?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It was somebody else. Which is shocking.
Yeah. Absolutely. Maybe you would understand.
But no, the current gen version, folks, only runs at 30 frames per second, much like the last gen version, with quite a few dips. Quite a few dips. If you follow Digital Foundry on YouTube, they have videos of like pretty much every game that comes out, and they compare it with like the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC version, or
Yeah.
all the versions that come out. They compare them all, and they show like the frame rate at the bottom. They'll have like a meter at the bottom.
It'll show how it dips and goes up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more dips than you think.
What version runs better? Do you know? Xbox or PS4?
It depends on the game. Are we talking about GTA?
Different. Yeah.
GTA, I think the PS4 after the 1.09 patch.
Because there's some games that run better on Xbox One than PS4. I mean, it alternates. I know Call of Duty Advanced Warfare runs better on Xbox One than it does PS4.
Yeah, it all depends on the game. But of course, everything runs best on PC.
I'll let you have that one.
Gotta love that Master Race.
You're currently hanging with us peasants down here on consoles.
You dirty console peasants. I don't have time for this. So Sony announced a new console. No, they didn't announce a new console. A new SKU of the PS4. The Arkham Knight edition. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
It'll be available for $450. Much like they did with, I believe, the Destiny version.
Sony so far has had the Destiny version, the white one. They did a standalone white one also.
Did they? I thought the white one was only Destiny.
No, they did a standalone one also. Because when John worked at Best Buy, John said they got standalone white ones in too.
Oh, okay.
And now this one, so they've had 4 different versions of the PS4. Oh, the Last of Us version that came with the copy of the Last of Us.
Yeah.
So there's 5 PS4 SKUs. Xbox so far has had. No, I'm talking about just different console colors. I mean, Xbox has had the Advanced
Warfare. They also
had
that 20th anniversary one.
Yeah, so if you think about it, Sony's had more different consoles so far, remakes-wise.
And they also announced a Metal Gear Solid 5 one for Asia. I'm sick of this fucking different parts of the world getting exclusive shit.
They say it's all about marketing and properties and all, but it's like you're alienating the fan. It doesn't matter. Every person who's a fan of that game should have the opportunity to get that still.
A Metal Gear Solid 5 PS4 would sell well in the States. I guarantee you that.
Oh, I believe it would.
But this one, and again, it's a tiny picture, folks. I apologize. It's pretty much just a gray. I have to get like close. There we go. It's pretty much just a gray PS4. And it's got the Batman thing on it. Oh, cool. We focus back. And then it's just like a silverish gray controller. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here. The bundle also comes with the Scarecrow Nightmare missions previously announced for PS4, which are a pre-order bonus on Amazon. I believe so. Probably timed.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be timed.
Did you know that the Evil Within in Japan is called Psycho Break?
Interesting.
Yeah. I like that name better.
I didn't care for the Evil Within.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I got rid of it. That's why.
You did?
Yeah, I don't have it anymore.
What'd you do with it?
I rage sold that shit on eBay.
You should have sold it to me.
Trust me, I didn't want to put you through that pain.
I would have bought it on console. So, this news just pains me, man. You know me. You know me. Okay? I am a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. Or at least I used to be.
You plowed through every Assassin's Creed game so far.
You just look for ways.
Set it up.
And, yeah. Like, I loved the first one, even though it wasn't that great. I love the second one because it was great. I loved Brotherhood. A lot of people didn't. I did. Um, I didn't like Revelations as much, but I enjoyed it for what it was. And there was parts in it, like the tower defense was pretty stupid, but you didn't have to do it after the first one, so it was okay. And then 3 came out, and it just sucked so much dick.
It was really that bad.
I hated that game. I hated it.
I bought it as a gift, and then I figured out that so I sold it and bought Bioshock Infinite instead.
A much better game. And then 4 came out, and the taste was just, it was still so bad in my mouth from 3 that I was just like, no, I'm done. But then 4 was awesome. Like, 4 was great. It was refreshing to do stuff that was different.
Like the power ships.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, fuck, dude, Assassin's Creed is back. And then Unity came out. And I was just like, what the fuck are they doing? And I haven't played Rogue yet. I want to play Rogue. I'm going to pick it up on PC first chance I get. But now we have, and I forget what its code name because I don't think the official name has come out yet, but the new Assassin's Creed game.
The one that's about to come out.
Yeah, it's the next gen version.
I thought it was for the last gen ones that's about to come out. They just announced it or something.
Yeah. That's the article that pains me. There's 3 new Assassin's Creed games coming out.
Why at one time? Like, are they all coming out one time, or?
No, not at the same time. Just all within this year. So that'll make 4. The next gen version, and then these 3 downloadable ones. They're called the Assassin's Creed Chronicles Trilogy. The first one is in China, which people have been begging, I haven't personally, but people have been begging Ubisoft to make Assassin's Creed go to Japan since the second game. I don't know. It really wouldn't interest me that much, but apparently people want it a lot. But now they're bringing out this China game instead of Japan. These are being made by Climax Studios, by the way. It's not being
Climax and
developed.
plowing goes together.
That just made this story so much better.
It did.
But they're not even like Assassin's Creed games. They're the 2.5D games. Like that Batman Arkham Asylum. Not Arkham Asylum. Arkham Origins games. Blackgate. Yeah, well, they're 2.5D.
Oh.
They're like... I'm trying to think of something that you would have played that I can describe it with.
I'm like Max Curse the Brotherhood or something? Side-scroller?
It is a side-scroller, but you can like go like in the areas of like the background.
Oh, okay.
Like, so it's not a 3D game like the Assassin's Creed games usually are.
You don't have free roam of like running around in circles and stuff like that.
No. So the first one, like I said, is the China one, and that's coming out April 21st. It's, I believe they said it's $10 for each one.
Is it going to be a digital download?
Yeah, these are all digital.
Oh, okay, that's what I was curious about. I didn't know if those discs.
All 3 of them are download for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The first one is free if you have the Unity Season Pass. But they stopped doing the season pass for Unity after the game came out, and it became all buggy and shit.
After they broke the game, which wasn't always broken.
Very few people own the freaking season pass for that game.
Like 4 people that owned it.
And then the second one is India, and then the third one is Russia. But those don't have release dates. We just know they're coming this year.
Putin's going to be a playable. You got to assassinate Putin.
So I just, like, what the fuck are they doing with Assassin's Creed, man?
You know who you're going to play as in that one? You're going to play as Alana or Rusev.
I would play that game.
John Cena's going to be Putin.
So a Star Wars Battlefront reveal trailer is debuting on April 17th.
Ooh.
The gameplay is being shown behind closed doors at the Celebration event.
Why are they going to show gameplay at the Celebration event? That's a perfect time to reveal it. I mean, I know E3 is only a few weeks away, but you want to go out with the most hype going into E3. They can at least show a teaser.
Yeah. Well, we're getting a reveal trailer, but not gameplay.
So probably not but CGI anyway.
Yeah. So April 17th, for all you guys that are like me and you want that game, hopefully they don't fuck it up like they've been doing with all of their games.
Well, they will.
So on to Nintendo, and not for the reason you think. Did you see that Super Mario 64 HD thing that a fan made in the Unity engine?
Oh, in the Unity browser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they made it available for download. I have it on my PC right now. I can go and play it.
Yes, I heard about it.
So Nintendo has issued a cease and desist order on it.
Oh, what a shock.
They're being jackasses, man. It's just a fan project. It's just the first level of Super Mario 64 done in HD.
They couldn't do it.
And it's just... why? I'm very mad at Nintendo right now.
That's no problem with Nintendo. Oh, can we talk about amiibos while we're at, are you still talking about this, or before you jump, I want to talk about amiibos.
Go for it.
Our problem with Nintendo, they had the whole amiibo thing a couple days ago. They put the new pre-orders up, and people are just flipping, going mad over this. GameStop's like, well, we couldn't do this. I have a buddy that works out at Target, and every time they get amiibos, and he takes a picture and posts it on Facebook. And he goes, okay, people, we got 8, 4, 3, how many they get of each character? And he goes,
it's hot, don't judge me.
Better line up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Seriously, he told me that there's been people that line up outside of Target at 3:45 in the morning for these damn things.
That is fucking pathetic.
If Nintendo is so hard for money, why don't they release these plentiful? Because they're losing money on the secondary market.
Nintendo is not hard up for money. Nintendo is fucking bankrolling rich.
Well, the amiibo thing is saving them right now, but I mean, the Wii U ain't doing much for them. But think about it. You think with the way they're acting, that's what saved them. But think about
plus, they're still rolling in dough from the Wii.
They could have. Well, the GameCube. I don't think the GameCube did that well for them, did it?
I don't think
the GameCube was.
I don't think the GameCube or the 64 did well for them.
I had a 64. That was my life. I had the GameCube.
They fucked it up.
The Wii U, my problem with Nintendo is they act too cocky. They act like they're so out of touch with what the consumer wants. They say multiplayer is not a big thing. Do they know what gaming is about now? I understand that they cater to the kid-friendly market, but they got to think about it. I know kids are always going to never stop coming. I mean, we grow up, but think about it. You do want to cater to your older fan base still. Think about it. There's people that are still fans.
What are all of these games rated?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, I mean, Mario fans, you're going to keep coming back to play Mario, but eventually I'm going to go play an Xbox or a PS4 and play some superior games and be like, why am I going to go back to that when they don't offer a lot of stuff that I get over here? The gaming experiences are great, they really are, but Nintendo needs to...
Oh, I'm having a crap ton of fun in this one.
It's just my problem with Nintendo is they need to start focusing... Problem is Nintendo just needs to go elsewhere. They need to start looking outside of the box. They don't know what the consumer wants or needs. Right? They're just so wrapped up in their head that they know it's not 1994 anymore. You know what I mean? It's not even 1999.
It's not even 2005.
It's not even 2014. Point being,
wow.
But they can rebox Nintendo.
It's not 1932 anymore. I mean.
We're going to party like it's 1999.
We're going to plow our way through that year.
You can move on now because you just ruined it.
Where are you going?
Lighting in here is just terrible. I'm going to have to bring my lamp over.
I can see you just fine.
No, it's the glare back there. That's the problem with being on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah, it is 7 o'clock right now, huh?
It's a righteous time. Word of the day is righteous.
Do you remember a little game called Dirt 3?
I remember Dirt, yes.
Do you remember Dirt 3?
I don't remember the game specifically, but I just remember the series Dirt.
Okay, well, Dirt 3. I don't even remember when that shit came out. It's been a few years. But on PC, and I'm sure you know about this, the Games for Windows Live.
Yes.
Okay, well, that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I know that a lot of the stuff was starting to get moved over to Steam now or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this took forever to move it over to Steamworks. In fact, they just moved it over April 1st of this year.
Because it's an April Fool's joke.
Well, it's not, but it could have been.
They wanted to.
But it has officially been moved over to Steam, and all Dirt 3 PC owners now got upgraded for free to the Complete Edition.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That was a nice little surprise when I opened up my Steam account and saw that game in there. So, anybody that has owned Dirt 3 on PC, go check your Steam account. It doesn't carry the gameplay or anything over, or game save, I should say. So you will have to restart.
Oh, hell no.
It's done as two different games. So I still have Dirt 3 on my Steam account. I can still download and play it. And then right underneath that, I have Dirt 3 Complete Edition, which has all the DLC and stuff. So why would I ever go back to Dirt 3? So yeah, that was kind of nice to get all that for free. Thank God it wasn't a window. Thank God it wasn't an April Fool's joke.
April Fools.
So, Nintendo had their April Nintendo Direct. Did you watch it?
No, but I heard a lot of the stuff was, they said the bulk of everything was on the Japan side of things.
Well.
Like, the bulk of it was shown, but I heard a couple of things come out of it.
My biggest thing is because I can't wait for this game to come out, and I'm buying a Wii U mostly for this game, is that Mario Maker got a release window.
I heard.
It is coming out this September. I assume to take over whatever sales they would have gotten from Zelda.
See, I thought Zelda would have came out in November.
Well, I just, late 2015 game. It is just in time for the 30th anniversary of the original Super Mario Brothers, which my 30th anniversary of my life is this Tuesday. Hooray.
It's a national celebration.
That's where this little baby came from.
The floating orb.
Yeah, my portal core. So yeah, this September expect to be making levels in Mario Maker. This next bit of news didn't shock you one bit. And that was the delay of Quantum Break to next year.
Yeah, I called that one. I knew that was going to happen.
And it's pretty much purposely done so that it doesn't launch during a busy period.
Is it that, or do you just think the game's just not done yet?
Well, IGN, they're...
IGN will give it anything press if that's... Never mind. I'd rather not.
It's their words to say supposedly so it doesn't launch during a busy period, so... Somebody, I'm trying to find out who said this. Who was this quote attributed to? Oh, Shannon Loftus, head of publishing at Microsoft, was quoted saying, "We've got the strongest games lineup in Xbox history right now, with 2015 blockbuster exclusives like Halo 5 Guardians, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Fable Legends, and Forza Motorsport 6. And we'll announce more in the coming months." Gears of War. So, with so many games launching this year, moving Quantum Break to 2016, it extends our incredible portfolio into next year with a monster new IP. Are you excited for this game?
Quantum Break?
Yeah.
No interest. The
That-
guy from Remedy scares the shit out of me. Seriously.
That is the Alan Wake studio, correct?
Yeah, Sam Lake, I think his name is. He had to talk like a voice like this. He really scares me. Not going to happen.
Anything else about Quantum Break?
I know it's episodic, so I wonder if it's going to kind of be like this week you get a piece of the game, next week you get
It's
like the whole game. Yeah, I heard the games will be episodic.
Well, then why the fuck wouldn't they just release it?
That's the way they were talking about doing it originally, but they will still do it. But here's my thing: I'm not going to pay $60 and wait each week to get a new little piece of the game, and then eventually it's here's the DLC pack. It's like, ew.
Here's the DLC pack for $50. You get
Here.
a raincoat and a condom.
Raincoat, because you plowed right through that one.
Condom confirmed.
No, because what they'll do is you'll get to the part that's going to be like so epic, and then it's DLC. Find out what happens in the DLC next week. It's like, I ain't paying fucking $30 for that.
They could take the Telltale Games route and just release it episodically, normally like that.
I think that's what they're probably going to do. But think about if the game was supposed to release it, it should be done. So why? Well, they did Resident Evil Revelations 2 like I do.
Yeah, but that was once a week. No, it was. I think it was every 2 weeks.
Yeah, once a week. It was once a week.
It was once a week.
Yeah, once a week.
Oh, okay. So the whole thing with Konami and Kojima, I still don't think we've gotten any news on what happened exactly.
It's tight-lipped.
One thing I did want to mention, we didn't mention this in the last episode. Where does this leave Silent Hills?
Xbox is going to pick it up.
I mean, with Konami. I mean, Kojima.
Kojima's going to jump to Microsoft and they're going to make Silent Hill. Kojima-san.
You're retarded. Wow.
Kojima-san. Hello, Stevie-san. Stevie, don't be like that.
Well, this week, actually a couple days ago, we got news that Konami was re-adding Kojima's name back to Metal Gear Solid products.
Why? Because they finally found space on the cover art to do it.
But not on all of them.
Yeah, because see, it's like, you remember the Batman Arkham... Which one was it when the Xbox 360, that Game of the Year one, had all that shit written all over the cover? Remember that? It was a Batman game, came out on Xbox 360, they did the Game of the Year edition, it was gray, and it had Batman's face on it, and it had all that stuff written all over the cover. You couldn't fit anything else on the cover if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, that was City, I believe.
They're going to do that with Metal Gear Solid 5, and that's why they're trying to find a place to put his name back now, because they found a little bit of room to do it.
Well, so far it's only been done
Story.
on... Do what?
Your story.
Oh. So far it's only been done to the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection and Metal Gear Solid 3D Snake Eater. Those are the only two that have his name re-added to them. Why his name was ever removed from them?
Like a slap in the face, really. It's like disrespect.
Those are past games, and he did work on them. So, are they trying to crisp and wall him?
It's like I said, they're trying to...
How can you remove
erase
someone's
him.
name from a game that he created and worked on?
Is Konami becoming a new Activision?
Probably.
Do you think they think that they can make a lot more money off of Metal Gear, and they think getting rid of him will actually benefit to where they can start turning a game out every other year, maybe? Or if they get multiple teams to work on it, they can start pushing out games yearly?
Oh, that would totally ruin that series.
I mean, just think about it for a minute. I mean, if they want to get rid of him, think about it, they could ruin it completely and forever. Like how look at Call of Duty now. They got rid of Al Snow and whoever the other guy was. Al Snow and
Jason West?
no, Don West
Don West?
from TNA. Think about it.
Al Snow
Or
and
we're
Don
just saying,
West.
Fat Dean, Shane Douglas.
Well, that's the same thing. Fat and Shane Douglas.
They look identical. They're twins with their Ed Hardy shirts.
So we discussed this before the show started. But Full House is getting a new season on Netflix.
Fuller House.
Fuller House.
Sounds like a porno.
How long has... Oh, and it's been announced that it's a 13-episode season, too. They are actually calling it Fuller House. I thought you were making a joke.
No. Originally it was supposed to be a 14-episode series, but Danny didn't want to work the 14th episode, so they said no. That's just a bad joke. Never mind.
And then Joey came in and he was like, cut it out.
Cut it out. And Mr. Woodchuck can't be there either. He has other commitments.
How long has Full House been off the air?
Didn't it go off the air in early 90s?
Like 2 fucking decades. Why is this coming back?
Is people even going to care? Is the question. It's going to be like that Boy Meets World now. It's Girls Meet World.
Oh,
I watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, it's ruined.
I watched the first 2 episodes. I was like, I'm done.
Until Shawnee came back, and the world was saved for another day. And then Feeny came back, and like, the world was saved for one more day.
One more day? No, I'm just kidding. So, do you remember that online gaming streaming service called OnLive?
Oh, real quick about the Full House thing. I do know Michelle, the Olsen twins will not come back for it.
They're not coming back for it?
The Olsen twins are they said that they don't expect them back. I do know that they said that Bob Saget and John Stamos will make appearances. They won't be. I don't think they'll be the main characters because I know the main characters is DJ and Kimmy.
Oops.
Shows based on them too.
I keep hitting the mic. If you can't get everybody, then why do it?
But I know Dave Collier said Dave Collier, John Stamos, and Bob Saget will all make appearances. I don't know if this will be every episode or if it'll be every other episode. They'll make appearances, but they won't be the primary character, like the main characters, like DJ and Kimmy. Now, I don't know if Stephanie will return. I don't know if Rebecca will return. I talked about her earlier. I don't know who will return other than those what I just mentioned, but they said they don't expect Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. They do not expect it at all.
Well, I mean, who wants them back?
They look kind of rough these days, so keep them off my TV.
Just give the part to their sister.
Okay, I can make a really bad joke. Apparently, they're doing coke lines with Stephanie right now. So I'm going to make no one to make it away.
Whoa!
Because they're trying to find out who's going to get the bigger payday.
I dropped my phone.
I'm not talking about a payday. I'm talking about the payday candy bar.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the video game.
Excellent game, Bob.
You know, Payday, I mean, Battlefield Hardline.
Something that was not even worth $60 or $40. It should have been a $20 add-on.
It should have been a free DLC. And then it still wouldn't have been worth it.
No.
Battlefield Hardline is awesome. Yeah, no it's not.
Whoever says that deserves to be smacked. They should have to apologize.
Exactly. Ironclad.
Ironclad.
So, yeah, do you remember that cloud gaming streaming service called OnLive? They had their own console.
I wanted it.
Well, they're dead now.
I heard they died. It was tragic. A thing called Sony touched them. I guess it wasn't profitable, more or less. I didn't hear anything about it for years. It went under the radar.
Sony acquired them, and apparently they just shut them down.
I wonder if Sony's going to use the engineers and like the infrastructure to continue their PlayStation Now, or if they just. I couldn't imagine they were competition to Sony at all. So Sony would have to be making the move for some reason. I'm assuming for the infrastructure to continue, if they have an idea to push PlayStation Now further. But again, Sony's idea is only half-assing it. So let's hope Sony actually does something. Oh, and did PlayStation Home finally shut down also this week? Pretty sure Home is going now.
Yeah. But that wasn't really newsworthy, was it?
Well, PlayStation Home had so much potential, and they just did not deliver.
I don't know. I tried it a few times. I got bored of shit.
Because I wasn't there. That's the reason. I make any game awesome in 5 seconds flat.
Do you make DRM free copies awesome?
DRM flees when it sees me.
Because great old games, or is it good old games? Goodoldgames.com does.
Great old games.
Because right now they're introducing an ability to turn your PC game keys into free digital DRM copies.
Is it only specific games right now, though?
Yeah, right now it's only 6 games.
Yeah.
It's A-Door Genesis, Mountain Blade Warband, Mountain Blade with Fire and Sword, and all 3 of the Stalker games. But if you have an old key to them, like if you went to like your Steam library and you clicked Get Game Key, you could download a DRM free digital version of it. Wow.
DRM is just so dirty.
So, now this next bit of news only applies to California and Vancouver. Why only those 2? I don't have a clue.
There's a water drought.
But EA is seeking playtesters for Star Wars Battlefront. Only in California and Vancouver. For some reason.
Probably because you guys are closer. They probably have the studio set up there for you guys to do it out there.
But Vancouver?
British Columbia?
Like, California.
Yeah, and
Vancouver. Like,
I'm surprised that place that you and I kind of do a little bit of work from time to time isn't doing it either.
Oh, well.
What I mean?
I have a little bit of an update here. They're seeking volunteer playtesters to play 3 to 4 hours of DICE's upcoming shooter in their San Francisco, California, or Vancouver, British Columbia studios.
Is it paid testing or is it free testing?
Oh, it's volunteer, so it's going to be free. EA's not.
Of course, people ain't going to complain about that.
EA's not going to pay you.
I can argue about EA.
We're lucky they're not charging us to play.
You're going to have to pay a fee to come in and play our game. Not only are you going to pay $60 when it comes out, you're going to pay us $49.99 to enter and try it.
$49.99 to play 3 to 4 hours, which is probably how long the game will last.
Here's Star Wars Battlefront. Here, you get 4 maps, 3 characters, and then in the season pass is $49.99. You get 6 characters, 3 more maps, and if you're lucky, you'll get the season pass season 2 that will give you 15 maps and 4 characters, and it will retail for $99.99. I'm calling it. It's going to happen.
So our last bit of gaming news comes from Phil Spencer. My homie Phil Spencer.
Phil is a god amongst men.
And that is Xbox head Phil Spencer says it would be cool to see Banjo in Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and the Wii U.
And when I heard about that, I thought that was very intriguing, the idea of it happening. Well, I think Phil Spencer has also noted that they have worked before with Nintendo on rare IPs.
Mm-hmm.
So Nintendo and Microsoft have worked together, but my problem with it is Phil saying that just for publicity, or would Phil be willing to let Banjo appear? Because again, it would be great for Microsoft to have Banjo back out in the open, but we all know Nintendo how the way they act are. That Nintendo will want nothing to do with it.
Well,
because again,
if they see a rush on an amiibo figure for Banjo, then maybe they'll want something to do with it.
Oh, you'll never see a Banjo amiibo.
If Microsoft lets
you'll see
Nintendo
a Reggie
have
Fils.
the full, if Microsoft lets Nintendo have the full profit from it, maybe you will.
If it's just to port Banjo into the game, I couldn't imagine Microsoft charging them as long as it would do something that make it known that Banjo is a Microsoft character. We all know Nintendo does not like to promote anybody, not even YouTube people. Shout out to you, Angry Joe.
Yeah, shout out to my homeboy Angry Joe.
Where's Francis at when we need him to? He can rage about it. I forget what his YouTube name.
Francis?
What his YouTube name is?
Boogie?
Oh, Boogie, yeah.
Boogie
Boogie 998 or something?
29988.
Yeah,
Boogie
Boogie. I like him
2998 or
actually. Yeah.
something. Boogie's a good guy.
I want to call him Boogity Boogity.
Boogity.
He's my Boogity Boogity.
Yeah, I think that's all the gaming news we have.
I'm going to take a bathroom break as you get ready and set up.
So we're actually going to take a quick break here, but we will be back with the wrestling news. So stay tuned for that. You won't need to click away from the video or anything. It'll just flash right to the next part. So stay tuned for that. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 3 of...
3.5.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that. 3.5. We recorded the gaming portion of the show the day before Easter Sunday. The show never went live. I tried to record the rest of the show myself. It was an epic fail. I was not going to post that. So, we're just going to continue it now. You're still watching the same episode. We're wearing different clothes. And, yeah. So, about a week later, we've got some gaming news. Sorry. So, the first bit of gaming news is that failure of a game, the Tomb Raider reboot.
I know, it was such an epic fail.
It was such a failure, dude.
I know, I bought that piece of shit twice.
I own it twice, but I got one of them for free.
I paid under $40 for 2 copies. Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap, son.
Well, actually, technically I got both of mine for free. Because my PC version came with my graphics card, and I used my buy 2, get 1 free coupon at GameStop to get Tomb Raider for our Xbox.
No, you got pre-owned.
Well, isn't that free?
But still, it's called Tomb Raider pre-owned.
Oh, yeah. It's not the definitive edition, it's just pre-owned.
The pre-owned edition.
But that game, that failure of a game that Square Enix said it didn't sell enough, so it was a failure, has sold 8.5 million copies. How is that a failure?
It could be argued.
It could be argued, but it will never be argued.
The game honestly was fantastic, though. I will give it that. It was fantastic.
It was.
If I could change anything, I just wish Lord didn't get to help me over the entire game.
If I could change anything, it would be a nude mod. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm not kidding.
In that case, just put AJ Lee into the game, or why don't we just go ahead and mod Lita, and every time she fucking hits the floor, we can play Lita's theme as Botchamania 4.
Are you excited for Rise of the Tomb Raider?
I'm mixed. I mean, I like the idea, but I'm more right now focused on Halo 5 and looking towards if there's a Gears this year, but more towards the Division. So Rise of the Tomb Raider is interesting to me, but it's not on my radar. I have other games that I'm more interested in.
Are you going to get the Division?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's on my to-get list.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've been there.
I might have to pick it up on console then.
And I can't say more, but I've been there.
You've been there. You've done that.
I've been there.
And you got the T-shirt.
They didn't give me a T-shirt, but I've been there and done that.
They should have given you a T-shirt. So, back in 2012, when the PlayStation Vita launched, there was all these misleading ads talking about how you could remote play all these PS3 games and do all these stuff. Well, they were all a lie.
Whoa. Sony lied?
Sony fucking lied.
No! Sony does not lie. Don't do that to me. Sony does not lie.
Sony lied. And now they're paying for it.
You know Sony never lies. You know that, and I know that.
I know nothing of that sort. So if you purchased a PlayStation Vita before June 2012, you can now get $25 in PSN credit.
Sweet.
Or a $25 check. Or one of 3 game bundles pictured below. Each with a retail value of over $50.
Sony taxed that check, though?
Well, you know that happened. So the first bundle is the God of War. It includes the God of War collection for PS3, Beyond Two Souls for PS3, Twisted Metal for PS3, and Unit 13 for the Vita. The second bundle is Little Big Planet 2 for PS3, Puppeteer for PS3, Uncharted Golden Abyss for PS3.
Thank you.
Or no, I'm sorry. Uncharted Golden Abyss for Vita.
Isn't that a card game?
On Golden Abyss, no.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was the card game.
No, they came out with a card game, but Uncharted Golden Abyss was the big launch title for the Vita that was like, oh, it's Uncharted, but it's in your hands. It was really good and really long, but it just didn't sell units.
I was about to say, throw that trash away. I can go into the landfill for Atari stuff.
You watch your mouth, sir. You don't talk bad about Atari. And Mod Nation Racers for the Vita.
I'll take that too.
And the last bundle, called the Variety Pack, happens to be the cheapest of the
Sounds like a condom pack.
It has God of War Collection for PS3, Little Big Planet 2 for PS3, Mod Nation Mod Nation Racers for the Vita. I would play a game called Mod Nation Raiders for the Vita, and then Unit 13 for the Vita. So, if you bought your Vita before June 2012, you can get those games. Or you can get money.
I'll do that one.
Of course, all those games are probably at GameStop for a hell of a lot less than $25.
Yeah, but again, you know your Sony loyalists, they will swear that is the greatest thing on earth.
Oh, of course. Just like Microsoft swears that they're going to stop producing Kinect version 2 sensors for Windows. Wasn't that
I never saw the point of
segue?
why. I can't believe that Microsoft ever did a Windows they did a Windows version and an Xbox version for PC, like the original Kinect. I don't know why they ever did 2 when they should just let them use the original for the Xbox. I don't get it why. Because again, the Xbox One, they're doing the same thing again. I don't know why they did it, why they're changing it now for. I can't imagine that they're built differently.
Well, I don't think they are. I think the main one with the Xbox One version was the connector was proprietary, so you couldn't just plug it up to your computer. But now they're going to release an adapter that'll let you use USB on it.
How much the adapter will run?
It's Microsoft, so it's probably going to be like $45.
Now, they're not Apple. They're not going to make you spend $1,500 to $2,000 for a laptop and pay $80 for a USB plug.
Oh, because they're not charging me to use a stereo headset with my Xbox One controller?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Did you see my slide away from the mic there?
I did see that.
The company will no longer produce the Windows sensor, but it promises the support for the device on Windows 8 and 8.1 remains unchanged.
They're not even supporting it with games. What are they going to support it for now?
Well, that was the whole thing, to make it be able to be used on the PC. Wow, I just echoed really bad. So people could develop for it, but, you know, now nobody cares about the Kinect. But you know what people do care about? Amazon. And apparently Amazon has dropped big bucks to license the CryEngine.
I heard about that. I thought that was intriguing.
Well, they call it Prime Tech. Crymazon. That was just IGN's headline. I don't know.
I wonder if they're going to use it for like mobile games or something, or like for their apps, or for like Kindle and Amazon Fire TV and stuff.
Well, apparently they paid between $50 and $70 million
Isn't this the company that went broke
to
not too
secure
long
the
ago?
game engine. Huh?
But was that the company that was like hurting for money months ago? And so
Crytek?
I mean, yeah, Microsoft wanted
Yeah.
to buy the Rise IP, and then Crytek said no, and then Microsoft offered to even fund the entire game, like the second one, and they still said no.
Well, did you play Rise?
So yeah, I refused to pay anything over like $20 for it.
Yeah, it kind of sucked, from my understanding. I never played
Here's the thing.
it.
Okay, I'll be in the minority here. I think Crytek can make some beautiful looking games, all right?
Oh, absolutely.
But
Crysis.
they swear their games are top notch in gameplay. I think Crysis is a mess. I played through Crysis 2. I seriously thought it was a wreck. I don't want that look. No, they believe their own hype. They swear that they make the perfect game, and I don't see it.
Crysis 1 was still the best of the whole series.
Their argument is that their stories are better, their characters are better, and I just don't see it. I just think
What
the gameplay was a little bit.
characters?
I know, right?
There's one
Profits in
character.
one. I know, right? I don't get the whole thing. My thing is, they believe their own hype. Yeah, they make beautiful looking games, but that's all you really do.
Are you hyped at all? I don't mean to transition away from that fast.
No, that's
but
fine because I'm getting angry about it.
Let's go back to it then.
You do not want me to go back to that.
Are you hyped at all for, I might have already asked you this, but The Witcher 3?
I've never played a Witcher game, so probably not.
Well, I don't know if you heard or not, but to do everything in the game, they said it'll take you about 200 hours. Which I'm okay with. I like long RPGs like that.
Did you hear about the speed run? How long it'll take you to do a speed run?
25 hours to speedrun that game.
I didn't know if you heard that or not.
More than a day.
I
to
thought that was
speedrun
intriguing.
that game. That is crazy. But they also announced, and this pissed off quite a few people. It didn't piss me off that much because CD Projekt Red has built up quite a bit of loyalty for me. I don't know if you remember or not, but they announced that their DLCs would be free for the game.
Yeah.
Well, now they're coming out and saying that they're going to bring out 2 expansions, and that's how they get around it. It's not DLC, it's a game expansion. That will boost... One of them will boast a 10-hour plus adventure, and the other one is over 20 hours. The first one will cost $10. The second one will cost $20, or you can get both in the expansion pass for $25. Or actually, you can wait. That equals out to the exact same amount. That doesn't make sense. They said underneath that you can get the game and the expansion pack in a bundle for $84.99. That's the same price, or $79.99 on PC.
Is it gonna be like new areas, or is it gonna be like the same area within the game? Any idea about that?
Yeah, it's completely new areas.
Okay, because I was about to say, if it was part of the main game, and like, you know, it's like this is content they cut, and that's where I have a problem.
Yeah, well, that's where a lot of people are angry about it. One, that they said that all the DLC would be free, which, like I said, they're not calling this DLC. These are expansions to the game.
There's a difference between DLC, which is like
And
armor
2
skins.
is that they announced it before the game came out.
Well, yeah, okay, that's my thing right
Yeah,
there.
that's what they're saying. The DLC will be smaller stuff, like
Yeah, it's like
armor and
cosmetic
stuff like that.
like, you know, like clothing.
All of that will still be free.
Yeah, clothing, weapons, you know, stuff that advances the game. But when you're adding massive amounts of content, such as like levels and stuff like that, then yeah, I can understand for paying for it. But to me, we all know the game has probably been done for a while, you know, because they're polishing up. Because a game that massive is going to take time to polish. So again, they may have been done the game for a while.
So
yeah, so that just shows they've been working on the game. That's fine. But do not. That's my problem. Just do not announce, oh, we have this coming out, and this is the price point already when the game hasn't even launched yet. Like, to me, that's just alienating the gamer. Like, we're not worth that extra content at that price point.
yeah. Well, that's what pissed off a lot of people about Evolve, is that they announced all the DLC that Evolve will have before the game even came out. And that was some expensive ass DLC. $15 for one monster.
But my problem is Evolve doesn't have a lot of content to begin with. It kind of gives me the vibe of Titanfall.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get started on Evolve because I
played the beta, and the alpha. I played in the alpha and the beta.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it. I mean, I thought it was okay.
Me.
It's just the game needed some serious tweaking with balance, which was my problem, because you can kill the monster instantly without a problem. But
it's probably a lot of fun if you're playing with friends, but
yeah. But I'm not going to put $60 down on the table and be like, "Here, I want your game," and then it's bare bones. I just don't. I'm not going to do. That's my problem. That's why a lot of these, okay, this was one game I honestly did not want to even. I had no interest buying.
I started
because it was a brand new IP. Okay, brand new IP, and I figured it wasn't going to even be worth a try because again, I'm very guilty about that. But I got it as a gift. Loved it. Fantastic game. Alright, I even got the season pass and beat everything in the season pass. But the developer wonders why the numbers online aren't what they want, or they wonder why sales figures are down. It's because you're alienating the consumer by making us pay for a lot of stuff. Yeah, we're giving you free maps. That's nice. But why am I going to play a game that somebody can pay $15 for a monster that's going to be overpowered compared to everything else? I don't care if he's just a little bit more powerful. It don't matter. It's like taking a gun and shooting one of your consumers in the head because they don't want to pay $15 for something.
And to top that all off, that monster was free if you pre-ordered the game.
And don't get me started on pre-order bonuses because I think they are the shittiest thing. Alright, Sunset Overdrive. Tons of pre-order bonuses. It's all cosmetic stuff like outfits. But I'll never be able to own everything because they're locked to exclusive retail, so you'll never have everything. And that's what problem with it.
Well, they might pull like they do with most games and just release it in like a bundle like in 6 months.
But see, Halo hasn't done it. Halo was supposed to do all the skulls, all the pre-order skulls, which I have one that I got from Microsoft, so I have not even redeemed yet. It's on my email from back in November. And it's, we were supposed to get the skulls, were supposed to be in a title update in December, and we've yet to get those yet. Right. So my thing is, I'm not going to pay...
They were probably too busy making the game work.
Yeah, I'll use Gears of War Judgment, then we can move on. They had 4 pre-order characters. They had Anya, Marcus, Dom, and Alex Brand. And what they do, they released them, but you had to pay $2.99 a piece for them.
I don't know if you even noticed that you did that.
Yeah, but you had to pay for them. Like, you had to pay for them. But my thing is, if it's free for you to pre-order, it should be free later on. That's my problem.
Where did you just go? Oh.
It's a long one. I need some caffeine to wake my ass up or I'm going to get moody.
You're getting our sponsor.
Today's episode is brought to you by, again, episode 3.5 brought to you by Coke Zero. And we're not going to talk about Apple because they will charge us for using my iPhone on it.
Oh, we better not say Nintendo. Oh.
Nintendo!
Well, they just claimed this video.
No, here's how they're going to claim it. You ready?
Ah! That's not on the approved list.
It's not approved. I should put a cross on it, make it the Holy Bible. Nintendo will come a knocking. Reggie Fields will come to my door. Have you heard of the word of Nintendo?
Oh my gosh.
Only for South Park to make fun of Nintendo. It's going to happen.
I hope so. So do you remember that Russian Halo Online game?
Yes, I'm intrigued by it.
Well, thanks to modders, they're fighting to make the game playable to all.
Am I the only one here who thinks it's so stupid for Microsoft to do this when they know that that there is such a huge following that wants Halo on PC? Think about it. They could port Halo 3. Think about it. A simple port of Halo 3 to PC would be a massive payday for them because people would pay for it.
A simple port of Red Dead Redemption to PC would be a massive payday for Rockstar, but those bastards won't do it.
No, they won't. It's too much effort. But Microsoft knows that they want this, and they're trying to combat people from doing this. But why not just go ahead and make it happen? Halo 3 PC showed up on Steam, and people swore it was coming, but nothing's ever happened. I just wonder why. I know people are worried about modding, but PC gamers are not. PC gamers will do what the fuck they want. They don't have any rules. They do what they want to do. That's the problem with Bill.
I have no rules, bitch. I just hit my mic again. Damn it. So Forza Horizon 2 is now getting a pack of cars that is all the cars from the Fast and Furious standalone game that they released. It's called a Furious 7 car pack, and it's live now for $5.
I will say this. I agree that you got to pay for it because they did give us a standalone for free. Even though it's only $10.
I think it's also available, or I think it's part of that car pack that they have.
Oh, the season pass car pass thingy?
I think so. This doesn't confirm it, but it also doesn't deny it. So
yeah, I don't think $5 is bad for that, considering that they did for 2 weeks. They give you the DLC for free, which I played a lot of it this morning. I got a lot of achievement points already.
Oh yeah, the achievements are totally easy.
Yeah.
But you can also, even if you don't buy that, you can download the 1998 Toyota Supra car for free. Which I already did. So, we had a game leak this week. A new
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, do you?
I'm so excited.
Are you?
Crazy Taxi 3 for the Sega Dreamcast.
Snap. Nope.
Okay.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided was leaked for Xbox One, PS4, and PC confirmed. I don't know why I said confirmed.
Give me 1 second. You go ahead and explain this. I'll be right back. I gotta run this upstairs.
Alrighty. Mankind Divided will take place 2 years after Human Revolution. It focuses on humanity's fear of augmented people. After the conclusion of the previous game. No release date is set yet, but it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And that was... Oh. And the next article is that it was officially announced because it'll be the Game Informer cover next month. The game takes place in 2029. That's, like I said, 2 years after Human Revolution. I don't want to spoil that game for anybody because this article does have spoilers, apparently. It's currently under development by Eidos Montreal. Eidos. I never could figure out how to say that properly. It's like some people say Ubisoft, some people say Ubisoft. Some people say Ubishit. And he's not back yet. So... yeah, it was confirmed as real. It leaked first. It was confirmed as real by Game Informer's newest cover, which apparently came out after the story had leaked. Apparently we have a few screenshots I could show you. If I could get it to focus on my phone. Oh.
By the way, this is my sweet ride. Look at my sweet ride.
Why do you have that?
Press the button and it started driving. Oops.
So the Xbox One is getting over-the-air TV tuner support.
Word.
Which... oh, it's now available to us because we're in the preview program.
how can we access it when we gotta buy the special antenna?
Do you?
Maybe we gotta buy the special antenna.
I didn't even read the article.
It's like Microsoft sent me a free antenna then so I can try it.
Yeah, seriously, they sent you a free Connect.
We are not allowed to talk about my free Connect sensor or my beta.
They didn't send you a free Connect.
Are you sure? No, I'm allowed to talk about it. I just can't talk about what I tested. Rather, I'm still under NDA.
Are you still under NDA from that?
Yes, I am still under NDA, even though that was back in 2010.
So, according to the article, which I just read right now, I don't know why I looked at my mic when I said that. In order to take advantage of this feature, you'll need to purchase the Hauppauge WinTV 955Q and an HD TV antenna.
I don't think I had to buy both.
Hauppauge will be releasing a more budget-friendly tuner priced at $60 within the next few months.
Budget-friendly?
It's the price of a game.
I'd rather buy a video game. I have cable, so I'm not worried about running out and buying one of those and just getting over the air for free. Oh, without saying anything, did you see that article about Xbox 360 doing the updates now, getting the external hard drive? Okay, I didn't know if you had that saved or not.
Yeah, well,
are you in that program?
What program?
You're not. Are you in the Xbox 360 beta program?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did get selected for that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I got a message about it. From Xbox
okay, I was making sure. Yeah, because I got a message about it too. I'm like, I don't have a 360 no more.
So remember that crappy ass game that they came out with called what was it? Battlefield Hardline.
It does not ring a bell, but I'm sure it exists.
Oh. Well, apparently players have already spent over 3,800 years in the game.
Is there enough content to last that long?
I didn't think there was, but apparently Battlefield fans are hard up for something. They played the game combined for over 2 billion minutes. And on the verge of this news, the boss of Visceral Games has left EA.
I wonder why.
Steve Papautis.
We'll just call him Poppy.
Okay.
Just call him Poppy.
Steve Poppy.
They call him Poppy.
The executive producer on Battlefield Hardline is no longer the general manager at Visceral Games. His position was filled by Scott Probst, the son of former EA executive.
That's going to go over well. I'm calling it now. Don Matrix is going to go to EA. We'll talk about him.
The company will be dead within 2 years.
We love Zynga, by the way.
Huh?
We'll talk about that after we get done this one.
We're done with that one.
Let's talk about Battlefield. Go ahead.
That's it.
Oh. Don Matrix. Okay, Don Matrix, the one who killed Microsoft's Xbox, he decided to go to Zynga and run things, thinking that he's some kind of god. Well, meanwhile, the heavens opened and our god Phil Spencer came out of nowhere. We were saved. Well, Zynga isn't doing too well still because they ousted Don Matrix.
I thought they already went under.
No, he went over, right? No, he closed down one of the highest profitable games they had. He closed down the most profitable game they had for some reason. Nobody knows why he decided to do it. So, whoever was the acting CEO of it before him took back over, and of course Don Matrix been booted, but he got a nice severance pay and all that. So now we're wondering where he's going to go, but we all believe he'll be knocking at Microsoft's campus soon. You guys want me back? And I hope Microsoft don't open the fucking door and let him in.
Let him go to Nintendo.
Here's my thing. No, let him go to Sony. But here's my thing. Phil Spencer has done an amazing job, I feel, with Xbox One. I mean, he listens to people. I mean, look how much the OS has evolved in a year. It's not even the same console when I bought it.
Phil Spencer.
So I'm hoping that Microsoft doesn't bring him back in and let him start tearing shit up again. Maybe we'll find him in a garbage dumpster somewhere laying. He'll have his copy of he'll be playing Farmville 1 and 2, and then he'll have a copy of something for Xbox 360. Because gamers who don't have internet have Xbox 360. Fuck him.
Fuck him in the ass. So, Lego is about to join the likes of Skylanders and Disney Infinity, because they announced, or Warner Brothers announced, Lego Dimensions, which we now have the price on. It'll come, the starter pack, which includes the base and stuff like that, will be $99.99 on both last gen and current gen.
Sweet.
The level and team packs will cost $25 each, while fun packs cost $15 each. And I'm not sure if my phone will be able to focus on this or not. Okay, go back to the article.
I think the market for this kind of stuff is just so flooded right now. I really do. Between Skylanders, Disney Infinity, they haven't brought nothing new out in a while. Same with Skylanders. Don't worry, they'll make something new soon.
So this is the Back to the Future level pack. Of course, my camera's not going to focus on it. There we go.
All right, so we know that's Marty McFly. Where's Doc?
No Doc. Maybe he's in the DeLorean.
Why you watch it.
Maybe he's in the DeLorean.
And the egg cart is the DeLorean.
And this is the starter pack. This comes with the base, Batman.
Interesting.
Looks like Wild Style from the Lego movie. Another character and a vehicle.
I think it's going to do well. I think it's easily going to surpass Disney Infinity
Gandalf.
because
Gandalf is the other character.
It's easily going to surpass Disney Infinity. I don't know if it's going to get as big as Skylanders, but
I don't know if anything's going to get as big as Skylanders.
I just feel this is getting out of hand with all these different tries. You know, I understand Disney had to come out and do theirs. Nintendo has Amiibo now, so I can't imagine this is going to become the Amiibo.
Well, the Amiibos, you don't need to play a game yet.
Don't get me started on them.
This comes out September 29th.
We'll probably have a big presence at E3.
Probably, yeah. Killing Floor 2 has announced the price and early access details.
Rude.
Did Killing Floor ever come out on console? I don't think it did.
Come out in like 4 pieces of DLC.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
I just thought it was a good joke.
So it's a co-op sci-fi horror FPS game. The sequel. To be available for Steam Early Access on April 21st for $30. US. 20 whatever in the UK. And 27 euros.
Alright, so if you're paying for early access, does that pay for the main game also, or do you gotta pay for the main game on top of it?
No, you get the game.
Oh, so pretty much you're pre-ordering the game early to get early access.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
To help them test it and
okay, because I was about to say, if you had to pay that just for early access, then you had to pay more on top of it.
Oh, hell
no. Dice.
That would not fly. But some games like the military simulator Arma 3 came out in early access, and the first batch I think was 30 for the alpha, and then when it hit beta they raised it to 40 I think, and then when the full release came out it was a full, I think it was like $60. But if you got in when there was an alpha and helped them test it, then you only paid like $30. The Steam Early Access players will be able to immerse themselves into a fully functional and highly polished subset of the game, including 3 non-linear levels, 4 perk classes, 27 weapons, 11 Zeds, whatever that is, 7 playable characters, including a female character. I don't know why they felt the need to throw that part in.
Because, never mind. Just never mind.
I'm gonna get you to rage at one of these, I swear to God.
Okay. Why do they gotta make it known about female characters?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know why they felt the need to throw that in. Why not just say 7 playable characters?
Okay, I was playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare a couple nights ago. For every 1 male character, there's fucking 8 female characters on the battlefield. Are you stroking your chubbies while you're playing as a fucking female? Like, Jesus Christ, Garfield. Seriously, I'm tired of it. I don't mind females being in games, but when you... What was it? I was playing Neverwinter. You know how many people on it are fucking females? Yeah, you like the giant boobs going boom, 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 boom. Congratulations. You know what the excuse is why men use female characters? Because it's gay to look at a man's butt all day. Who gives a flying fuck? When I play Gears of War, I want to play as my favorite character. I want to play as Dom. I want to play as Baird. I don't want to listen to Anya.
Coltrane.
Woo! I don't want to sit there and fucking hear Anya grunt every 5 seconds because she gets on my fucking nerves.
Fuck Baird.
Dude, chicks dig the Baird. Everybody loves Baird.
I'm not a fucking chick, bro. Coltrane.
Neither am I, but I love Baird.
Coltrane, baby. One boss character, not the Patriarch. And the mod SDK supporting custom level creation. More news in the coming months, it says. So it happened. What I think is probably the biggest piece of news we have this week. Activision has confirmed Black Ops 3 is coming this year. Treyarch's project was revealed with the Back in Black teaser. You're being awfully quiet about this.
I'm very disappointed by the details of it, though.
Are you?
Because they're doing...
What the fuck?
Because they're doing exoskeletons in it.
Are they?
And to me, they're taking away from Advanced Warfare. To me, you're just pretty much now going after Sledgehammer Games, and that's my problem. Unless, I don't know if they collaborated on it, but if they take this from Sledgehammer Games, I'm going to be very furious. Because, again, I feel that they didn't need that.
Well, I'm interested in this one because apparently this is the first one that they got the 3-year cycle for.
Yeah.
Because it used
that means DLC's already done.
It used to be Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Infinity Ward. Every other year their game would come out. People think that Call of Duty comes out every year, but it's by 2 different studios. So they actually get 2 years, and the game still is like bare bones.
Well, yeah, because they do all at one time, then they cut what they want out for the DLC, and then they already have it packed together for you months down the road.
For $15.
Which is overpriced.
Way overpriced.
But yeah, I love Black Ops 1, I love Black Ops 2, but having Exos in it, in my opinion,
I liked 1 a lot more than 2.
I agree. Taking Exos from Advanced Warfare, I think, could be a costly mistake because I feel that was the one thing that Sledgehammer Games has their game different than what the other 2 had.
Well, we'll find out on April 26th because that'll be the full review.
Oh, you know what it's going to show? They're going to show zombies the whole fucking time. We'll have to wait to E3 to see anything.
I was expecting not to hear anything till May, so... I was shocked to see it yesterday, honestly. I wonder
if the CEO of Activision has his own exosuit. He runs around the office all day, like doing like the double jump and stuff.
Bobby piece of shit Kotick?
Yeah, he probably does the dash jump, and he probably actually, after the game shipped, he probably removed... I don't think of his name because it's this one. The villain.
For which
He's in House of Cards.
Oh, Kevin Spacey?
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to remember his name. He probably removed Kevin Spacey from the game and put himself in it. It's gonna be DLC later in the year. And the Wii U
For
version,
$40.
Wii U version, it's gonna be Reggie Fils-Aimé, and on the PS4, it's gonna be Kojima.
Kojima?
He's gonna be the Kevin Spacey in it. Don't ask, because Sony wants to make him a villain for some reason. We don't know why.
Kojima. So, EA has added their 10th game to the EA Access vault. If you don't know, EA Access is a subscription service. Did you just laugh?
Yeah, because it's actually funny that EA is doing something productive for a change. That works.
EA is the subscription service that is exclusive right now to Xbox One because Sony didn't want it. And I'm not sure why it hasn't come to PC yet. They have Origin.
Did you know why Sony didn't want it for?
Yeah, because it would interfere with PlayStation Plus.
I don't see how it would have interfered, but again, that's just Sony being Sony. Again, Sony don't do no wrong. They don't lie.
They do lie, and they get busted for it.
But yet there's that one follower that we know, Baby Abigail, leads the troop, and they will bring Supreme and Sony headquarters that they can do no wrong.
Oh snap!
Good Baby Abigail.
The latest entry in EA's NHL franchise, NHL 15, which was a very bare bones NHL game, missing a ton of features. I don't know why EA does that. Every time a new console version comes out, or a new console, their first game on that console tends to, strip features.
Because they want you to buy it on last gen and next gen.
I mean, Madden 15, I love. Madden was really good this past year. But UFC sucked to me. NHL 15 was bare bones as shit, missing a crap load of features. Or no, I'm sorry. Madden 15 wasn't the first one. Madden 25 was, and that sucked. Madden 25 was shit. I didn't play FIFA, even though that's in the vault. So in the vault now is NHL 15, Battlefield 4, Need for Speed Rivals, Peggle 2, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, Madden NFL 25, Madden NFL 15, FIFA 14, EA Sports UFC, and NBA Live 15. So you get all that for either $5 a month or the smart way, $30 for the whole year. So half the price of one of their games, you get 10 games right now to download and play all you want.
You'll find out eventually it was an April Fool's joke and they're really charging you $60 a month.
It shows up at the end of the year. You also get the 10% discount for being an Access member.
Great.
So we might have called it on our very first podcast, way back at episode 0.
Yeah.
There is a report. No, not episode 1. Episode 1, I believe, was Titanfall. There is a report that has since been taken down, which leads to never mind.
Did you just have a botchamania?
We might have.
Explain. I'm curious now.
Apparently on a Swiss retailer called CEDE, there was a listing for the Uncharted Remastered trilogy on PS4. It even had the box art.
But see, here's the thing though. Most of this stuff has always been true though. That's the thing though.
Yeah. And that's been taken down.
But look, there's box art, so that makes me believe.
But we've now discovered that the box art used was fan made.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why I was like, oh.
But would I be surprised though that it will come out later this year? No, I'm not surprised at all, and I'm still calling it at E3.
So while it's not uncommon for early listings to use unofficial placeholder art, the fact that it was fan made makes it a little less believable. I'm reading this quote for quote. But they'll keep us updated.
Not from IGN.
Yeah, all this is from IGN.
Because we know how IGN works. If IGN's not the one who breaks it, they call shenanigans. They're like Kotaku. They're like the fucking cancer of the gaming industry.
Whoa! What is wrong with Kotaku?
Don't get me started on Kotaku today.
What the fuck?
I don't have enough caffeine in here to keep me going.
Well, you got a freaking 12-pack sitting over there, so start drinking.
I gotta go up and get more soda too today. Yeah. I'm in a mood.
So the page was taken down, but before then the product description simply read Uncharted 1 through 3 in HD. More information soon. It listed a September 30th release date. And then it had the fan-made box art. Uncharted trilogy is certainly possible. Developer not as my phone.
I thought that was the retro WWF Monday Night Raw theme. I was like,
oh no, that was the Underworld theme from Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh.
So as we broke on episode 0, I don't know if we broke it. It wasn't an exclusive story, but Uncharted 4 delayed to 2016. Which leaves a nice Drake-sized gap that needs to be filled.
Kratos is already on his way.
Kratos is?
Kratos is already on his way, and we all know that Sony is going to bring... If they're going to do what like Halo did, they brought the main Master Chief Collection in to tie you to Halo 5, they're going to want to refresh gamers' minds going into Uncharted 4. You can see it. Sony is desperate right now. I don't care what anybody says. They are desperate.
They have no exclusive games.
They could take a massive shit on the floor, and gamers would still praise them. Oh, we don't have no games to play this year, but we still love you.
I don't know if this is what you were talking about. I think it is. Xbox 360 gets 2 terabyte hard drive support for preview program users.
Yeah, it should launch later this year, though, for everybody else.
What the hell is it?
They're giving you... It's a preview beta program currently, and I don't know why they're building on the Xbox 360 for, because it don't make sense considering that Microsoft said that they don't plan on pushing the 360 past 2016. So I'm assuming they would be trying to wind down its lifespan instead of trying to build on it right now. Because they already added like a network diagnostics section in the last update, and now this one's for you can use the up to 2 terabyte external hard drive. So it makes me wonder, what are they building on, unless they're trying to build it into the whole Windows ecosystem. So you have Xbox One, Xbox 360, Windows Phone, tablets, PC, you know what I mean, like tied all together. But it don't make sense why they would do this that late in its life cycle when they're not going to support it past 2016.
So this is just support for a 2 terabyte hard drive?
Just for a you can use a 2 terabyte or less, I'm assuming. They never said anything less than 2 terabyte, but I know you can't use nothing more than 2.
Huh.
Like I said, it just don't make sense why they're supporting it this late in the game.
Yeah. I wish that them and companies would just stop with the whole last gen thing. It's time to move on, people. It's time for you to get a fucking new gen console. Because if you ask me, the companies that keep making these games for new gen and then they port it to last gen, that's hurting the current gen version. Like Watch Dogs.
It hurts the game because they gotta dumb down the graphics. They gotta really downgrade a lot of things to make it work and run on there. And in return, it affects what it was mainly developed for. So in reality, you're never getting the full experience of what it was supposed to be. Can you imagine how worse Sunset Overdrive I think looks pretty good. I think it's a beautiful game, from an artistic standpoint. Can you imagine how watered down it would have been if they would have built it and then downgraded it for Xbox 360 on top of it? Like, I think Titanfall could have looked better than it did. I really do. But I know they ported it over to Xbox 360, so it makes me wonder, could the game been more?
Are you excited for Titanfall 2?
I love Titanfall, but if they do the whole online bullshit again, I will not be a fan. They need to do offline, and they need to offer an actual standalone campaign, not a multiplayer campaign.
So if they announce tomorrow that it's got a campaign...
If they come to E3 and they tell us they have offline and online mode, you can play campaign with bots, like its own campaign story, but then they also have the multiplayer side, I will welcome it with open arms and I'll be excited. But for what it was, I'm not. I don't want that again, because I have so many achievements that are tied to other campaign by winning every match as a certain team. I can never find a game and campaign to complete it. So why should I care?
I don't know, bro.
I
can't think of a reason why you should. Did you hear about the system glitch that released Happy Wars early for Xbox One?
I didn't know it was a glitch. I just knew that there was a glitch with save files.
Oh, well, apparently this... It says a system glitch reportedly released Happy Wars on Xbox One prematurely. Because of this, the 360 version of the multiplayer action game has been rendered temporarily unavailable to those who have played the prematurely released Xbox One version. The Happy Wars team on Facebook is asking players to hold off on installing or running Happy Wars on Xbox One.
Well, we can't, because it's unavailable currently, unless it's people that already downloaded it.
Probably. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So it's happening. Finally. I'm so excited for it. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get trolled horribly or not, and if GTA 5 on PC was going to get delayed again. But now that they've let everybody preload it, I have it preloaded myself.
Faith has been restored.
They've announced when it's going to unlock next week, which will be Monday, April 13th at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
It's a really odd time that it's unlocking.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect to be able to play it till about 9. But I wish they would have done it a little bit earlier, so I didn't have to go to work. I'll be on my way to work when this game goes live.
I think I'm sick. Hey, can you switch days with me?
I've got GTA flu. I need the week off.
You got trevoritis.
Trevoritis. I am just so beyond stoked for this. I've been waiting 18 months for this game to come out. I've played it on Xbox 360. I beat it on Xbox 360. I've played and beat it on Xbox One. I have been dying for this game to come out on PC. And it's finally happening on Monday. Which means, on Monday night, you guys are going to be seeing a shit ton of videos from me, because I'm going to be doing my HD playthrough of it, of course. I started my HD playthrough on 360. It looked like shit because I was just using my camera to record off my TV. So yeah, that wasn't HD. But yeah.
Will Chad be with you? Oh no, that's gonna be your campaign. But you gonna do multiplayer with Chad?
Oh, of course. We'll be making tons of multiplayer videos.
I won't be there this time, so that's a shame, because normally I'm a Legend when we played. Us three together in the same lobby is...
You could always get a PC.
Don't talk that filth to me.
Don't you have a PC?
Yeah.
But you don't know the specs?
I don't know the specs. I don't think it would. I think if it ran Grand Theft Auto, I think it wouldn't be I don't think it would run it that high though.
Probably not.
Excuse me?
I said probably not.
What an ass.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, okay. Oh, did you hear about Mortal Kombat having a day 1 patch?
Yeah, 2 gigs, I believe, on PS4.
Xbox One's at 1.8 gigs.
Which is weird because Xbox One's game sizes. Sorry.
Well, no, you know what the problem with that is? Halo Master Chief Collection's day 1 patch was 20 gigs. Because it was the multiplayer aspect of the game. The whole multiplayer aspect.
And it still didn't work.
And it still didn't work. No. The day 1 patch was nothing more than multiplayer. Because the multiplayer wasn't on the disc, it was just the campaigns.
Really?
Yeah, it was mainly campaigns were on the disc. The multiplayer you had to download. But my thing with it is, unless I don't know if this is balancing for like, I don't know if these are tweaks for balancing or what it is, but I just think it's sad in today's world when you got to do a day 1 update already before the game's even released. Now, if it was extra content that wasn't ready, then I support that because at least you're trying to work on something. But why am I going to do a day 1 update already?
I'm alright with day 1 patches. I mean, I'd rather download a patch than buy a game that doesn't work. But then again, I don't have to worry about space because I got that big ass hard drive. People that are like, oh man, I only got 1.2 gigs left. They're kind of fucked.
Most of my hard drive space is taken up by Halo Master Chief Collection. So once Halo 5 launches, goodbye Master Chief Collection, good riddance.
You need to get a motherfucking external hard drive like I got, and you will be set for life, my friend. 5 terabytes.
Well, once you get your ass in gear, and I don't care about Halo 1, 2, and 3. Once we play through Halo 4's campaign, then I will uninstall it. I'm more worried about playing, because you need to play Halo 4 before E3 so you don't get spoiled.
For E3?
Yeah.
I thought my deadline was October.
Well, if they're going to show a demo of an E3 for Halo 5, there might be there's like a massive plot here and there that you're going to be like, oh shit, and then it's going to be hard for you to eat, like you're going to know what's going on then. So you got to play it because it's like night and day.
We'll do it.
You don't have to worry about Halo 1, 2, and 3 because they really don't tie into the game. They really don't.
But they're still a part of the series. I still want to know what happens.
You can play Halo 4 and it don't even connect to those.
Okay, but I could go see Furious 8 or Furious 7 today and not see 4, 5, or 6, and
all you know it's racing is all you need to know.
But it's not though. It's not. It's not even about the cars anymore. It's just
it don't matter. You can play. If you do not play through Halo, if you don't get to Halo 4 by May, we are doing the Halo 4. We're going to co-op each one of those damn campaigns quick.
Snap.
Because if you're spoiled in Halo 5 for Halo 5, I don't want you going, bro, I didn't know. And I'm going to be like,
I didn't know that this character said this to that guy, and no, we'll get it done.
We're going to have to do some work.
So, in our last bit of gaming news this week,
hallelujah.
What?
I said hallelujah, like Medea. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Apparently, some rumors broke. I didn't catch the original article that Kojima was fired from Konami. But they were rumors, like everything else in the gaming world, until Donna Burke, who apparently is a singer for the breathtaking Heaven's Divide from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
Breathtaking in Heaven's Divide. You just, never mind. You just really set that up.
No, that was straight from the article. That was a quote.
But still, you set it up perfectly.
For the breathtaking
It's breathtaking heavenly.
Heaven's Divide.
Ironic.
More recently, she sings Sins of the Father from The Phantom Pain. And she voiced the iDroid for Ground Zeroes. She went on to Twitter told people not to throw away their Metal Gear Solid 5 pre-orders because
she must get paid.
Just because upper management fired a genius.
She just wants to get paid.
To which fans started tweeting to her, "Did you just confirm that he was fired?" To which she replied, "Yes, but it's been out in the media for weeks, but it's true." I wasn't aware it was out in the media for weeks.
It hasn't been out in the
seen
media.
Anything about it.
It's all been speculation.
To which she later said, "This article is accurate." She also linked, I can't link you guys to it, but she put a link. You can check her Twitter at DB_singer_actor. She said the article is accurate, however, be assured that Metal Gear Solid 5 has been made. It is groundbreaking, breathtaking in its ... and then the link.
Everything is breathtaking.
I know, right?
It's like it's Hot Pockets. They're breathtaking.
This whole rumor is just breathtaking. Heavens divide.
Heavens divide's breathtaking.
Apparently she also claimed that the rumor... Oh, I kind of clicked away from that article there. Oh, son of a bee.
Oh, that's bullshit. Excuse my language.
I clicked away from the article.
Happens to the best of us.
So, yeah. But apparently just now on Kotaku, GTA players search for secret jetpack, find touching memorial instead. It says for 2 years, some GTA players have been scouring every inch of Los Santos in the hopes of finding a fabled jetpack or an alien mystery. So far, they haven't found their treasure, but they have found some other poignant things along the way. And if you click the article, there is a bench apparently. That even gives the location on the map. I know my phone's not going to pick that. Oh, it did pick it up.
That looks really good, yeah.
There's a bench with a in memory of Chris Edwards plaque on the bench. Let's see. Chris Edwards was a Rockstar employee credited with titles such as Max Payne, GTA, and LA Noire. Edwards passed away in 2014. The placard in GTA 5 seems to be a memorial for him. Oh, and it's apparently right here. See, now it's... Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've never found that in the game before.
That's pretty neat.
And now I can't because I sold it to Best Buy yesterday.
But you can when you play it. On PC.
On Monday.
Just don't
so on Monday, we're going to go and search for the Chris Edwards bench.
Just don't go get a helicopter or an airplane and crash into it.
Oh, I have to.
Because that's something Chad would do. Chad would want to beat you there first and just slam it into you on purpose.
That will be my in memory of Chris Edwards moment.
I thought you said John Edwards. I'm like, is he the one who does the crossing over episodes?
Let's see. I don't see anything else. I totally lost that article about Kojima. Yeah. Let me just do a quick refresh on IGN here. Make sure nothing's popped up in the last 45 minutes or so. Apparently, Roller Coaster Tycoon World won't have build timers.
Sweet.
Unlike mobile versions of Roller Coaster Tycoon, the upcoming Roller Coaster Tycoon World game for PC will not have build timers because it's not a fucking mobile game. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is coming soon, and that is in quotes, on the Vita. apparently DNA, that company that Nintendo partnered with for their mobile games, has issued layoffs to their North American studios.
Because they're bringing all the Nintendo people in now. Nintendo has their heads so far up their asses, they don't want nobody else touching their games except for them.
Is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 coming to Wii U?
No.
Today Friday?
Today's Friday.
Okay, long guys are here. The official Call of Duty website now allows registered users to link their Nintendo Network ID, hinting at a possible Wii U release for the recently announced Call of Duty Black Ops 3. NeoGAF user Cat Mario discovered that upon registering, users are asked to link their Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, Steam, and/or Nintendo Network account IDs. I have since gone through the process myself to verify and was greeted with the following screen. There it is.
It'll never work.
Let us know in the comments whether or not you think Call of Duty Black Ops 3 will come to Wii U.
You know why it's never going to work? Because, no, Nintendo will do it on purpose because Nintendo will want people to play it on their console. Then when people upload videos, they will nail them and take their money.
So, let's talk wrestling.
I have maybe about a half hour left before I gotta go.
That works out just perfect.
Perfect. Like Mr. Perfect. Perfect flex.
Before we discuss WrestleMania 31.
Wrestle?
Play button.
What was WrestleMania back button?
It was
play button can also be used as a pause button.
No, okay. The pause is 2 bars.
Sometimes you can hit play and it will pause it still.
Oh, well. Fine, WrestleMania play pause.
Mine has just been blown. Seriously.
SmackDown and a new season of Tough Enough are coming to the USA Network. So apparently, given Sci-Fi's recommitment to darker, edgier sci-fi programming, it was only a matter of time before wrestling started to stick out as an outliner. No, not an outliner. On their primetime schedule. Fortunately, the NBC Universal family is here to help, and it was announced today. Not today. It was announced on my birthday, on Tuesday, that SmackDown will be moving to USA starting in early 2016. So both Raw and SmackDown will now air on the same network for the first time in history, I believe. Keep hitting my mic. Yeah, so thoughts on that?
I still won't watch SmackDown. I think what it is. I think it's all going to come down to is they just want everything on one network. But I eventually think SmackDown will go to the WWE network. I can just see it happening.
I think they should put NXT on USA.
I think NXT would be smarter to give it more publicity, like it could be seen by more viewers, and put SmackDown on the network, but maybe make certain superstars exclusive to SmackDown to where it would be beneficial for you to go to the network.
I have the network.
I tried the free trial, and honestly, I barely used it.
I barely use it now, but I go through periods where I'm like, oh fuck, man, I want to watch 1999 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think NXT would be a smarter buy on TV, but they want to keep NXT private. They want to keep it behind the WWE network so people will pay for it to watch it because it's superior to WWE product in every way.
For me, the network will be better when they finally get to the point where all the Raws.
Yes.
From
every Raw, every
90s.
SmackDown's on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
They add new Raws I don't know if it's once a week. They're all the way
Tuesday.
up. They're all the way up to. Is it every other Tuesday?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying that.
I thought you knew something I didn't. They are all the way up to October of '96 on Raw.
The
For some
ice.
reason, they haven't uploaded a new SmackDown in ages. So. But anyway, WrestleMania happened.
You can talk. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just checking something.
I'm going to do this by myself again.
I'll be back in a second.
So, WrestleMania. What? Sorry, I had to readjust. Excuse me.
I switched everything.
Yeah, WrestleMania 31 took place end of March.
2 Sundays ago?
I think. Huh?
Are you talking about WrestleMania, the one that's currently?
Yeah, WrestleMania.
I'll be back one in a minute.
Whoa.
I'm still here though. I'm still here. Just give me a minute.
I'm trying to look up the results here. There we go.
Are we talking about WrestleMania 31?
Yeah.
Well, this starts the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That was on the pre-show kickoff.
Yeah, but so was the tag team match.
Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that had Tyson Kidd and Cesaro.
Los Matadores.
With Natalia. Yeah,
With Tyson's girlfriend. Or Tyson's wife, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah, they're married.
We say that though, still Tyson's wife.
The New Day, which was Kingston and Big E.
No. It was Big E and his rag.
Oh, okay. That's why they lost. Los Matadores with El Torito. And the Usos with Naomi.
El Torito.
The match lasted all of about 10 minutes, and of course, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro were victorious.
Oh, did you say Usos were in it too?
Yeah, the Usos were in it.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Usos. But again, nobody really cares.
Hey. I don't know if you can see me. I can't see you. But you better watch it.
They're getting stale. That's their problem.
The Usos?
Yeah, they're getting stale.
The Usos are awesome.
I think it may be Naomi, though. Maybe she's the one who's bothering me.
Oh, shit. But that's what's his name's wife.
Alright, we had that, and then I didn't watch WrestleMania, so I'm just going by memory. Did it open up with Rollins and Orton?
Well, no. Then we had the Battle Royal.
Oh, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, that was the second match on the pre-show. And, of course, the Giant won it.
Stone Cold won it.
Stone Cold won it, that's right.
Stone Cold returned at WrestleMania and won it.
My memory was fading me there for a second.
Yes, Big Show won the Andre Memorial Battle, which we all saw that coming a mile away.
I thought he was going to win it last year.
Yeah, I thought he was going to win the first one. I think Cesaro was such an odd choice. It really was. I think Big Show, in a sense, I could have swore they were going to bring Sheamus back, but what the fuck did they do to Sheamus?
Well, we'll get to that. So yeah, the real big moment from the Battle Royal was Damien Mizdow finally saying the fuck with the Miz, and he actually eliminated the Miz right before he got eliminated. So WrestleMania opens
The playback button.
with the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, which had Daniel Bryan, Bad News Barrett, who was the champion, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, and Stardust. And you said you didn't watch it?
I didn't watch WrestleMania.
Oh. It was a damn good match. Damn good
I'm sure
match.
it was. I think that I would have believed that was the match of the night if I was going to order it.
So, I'm sure as everybody knows by now, Daniel Bryan won. He's the Intercontinental Champion.
Which is fan service. You can tell that it's all fan service, because I could have swore they were going to put the belt on Ambrose or have Beowulf back out as champion. I could have sold that.
Yeah.
But I just thought Bryan just did not fit the build for the whole thing, because they kind of just felt like they just set him in there and he didn't do much with it. It seemed like they focused it way too much on R-Truth, Ambrose.
Well, he's scared of heights.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, though. The whole storyline, Daniel Bryan just didn't fit into it at all.
Yeah.
But it was like fan service just to keep the fans happy from rioting.
It was just freaking their way of having Bryan on Mania without being in the main event. Whoa. So after that match, we had Randy Orton and Seth Rollins with J&J Security. Really good match. I was shocked by how good this match was. Mostly because of Randy Orton. I know Seth Rollins could put on a fucking good match.
He's a hell of a good worker.
But it was Randy Orton that I was worried about, Mr. Rest Holds.
He only did 3 rest holds the whole match. Very proud of him.
That was awesome. That was an awesome ass spot at the end where Rollins reversed the RKO, kicked Orton, ran back to the corner and was going to do the curb stomp. But when he put his foot on Orton's neck, Orton stood up, fucking launching Rollins into the air. I'm talking like he fell off a fucking ladder. He got height. And then he came down into an RKO. Which, of course, Orton won the match. It's a really cool spot. So then, the third match of the pay-per-view, the 5th match overall with the pre-show, but the third match of the pay-per-view was Triple H and Sting.
And no, it was Triple H and Stone.
Oh, Triple H and Stone.
Stone.
Weird-ass match. Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me because Triple H had DX come out to help him, which was X-Pac, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and then eventually Shawn Michaels.
And if you would have saw the mob that was coming out with him, that was China. They had a mob dressed up like China.
But then Sting has the NWO come out and help him. Did WWE even watch WCW?
Wasn't it fake Sting in the NWO black and white?
Yeah.
Alright, that's where I was a little lost at, because I knew
Sting
he was in
was
NWO
like the
Wolfpack.
biggest rival of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
would they
Hogan,
come
Hall,
help
and Nash.
him?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he eventually joined the Wolfpack, but that was after NWO was like just trash.
After Hogan, Hall, and Nash decided to destroy the NWO originally.
Yeah. It was really weird to me. Triple H ended up winning, which was another weird thing. Why have Sting come in for his first match at WrestleMania only to lose the match?
Well, I felt like
That didn't
they
make a lick of
tried.
sense.
The problem is they tried to go in for the whole. They're going to grab the Attitude Era, and they want people to. They wouldn't embrace it as like a fanfare, but the problem with it was it didn't work the way they did it. That was their whole problem. It just did not work. And I'm not being ignorant. Scott Hall taking that bump, the dice, because I cringed. Because I did watch some of it on YouTube the next day.
Well, did you see Kevin Nash grabbing his knee when he fell?
And I rolled, and I said,
I was like, "Oh my god, it happened!"
Again. But I mean, that's the thing with the problem with it is, I didn't feel it worked. The match didn't need that period. The build-up was perfect for the match. Triple H going over makes literally no sense. But
especially to have them shake hands after the match.
Bingo. So that makes me wonder,
which is a
though.
cool moment. But
I can't. Sting would have never came back to get buried at WrestleMania. That would have never happened. So I'm thinking, that's what Sting agreed to. But to me, that was the match. That was the one match out of the whole night that I still scratch my head saying that was the biggest waste. And Sting can still wrestle. I don't care what anybody says at 56 years old. He can still put on a match.
He did.
He wrestles better than the Divas and half the WWE roster.
Fans were chanting, "You still got it."
Still has it.
Speaking of the Divas, great segue. We had our first bathroom break after that match when AJ Lee and Paige took on the Bella Twins. It lasted all of about 7 minutes. AJ Lee and Paige defeated the Bellas.
Which we all saw coming.
But the thing is that AJ was like barely in the match until the very end, and then she's the one that got the win. But the entire match, she spent out on the floor because she kept getting knocked off the apron by the Bellas. Which it seemed weird as hell at the time. But we'll get to that after the results. So then John Cena and Rusev. had their match, Rusev came out on a fucking tank.
That was beast.
I was like, what the fuck? And then all John Cena had was just some video package before he came out that was like the history,
He wanted us to
the
care.
history of America.
He wanted us to care, and we really did.
I didn't give a shit.
I wanted Rusev to destroy him.
So Rusev eventually runs at Cena. Cena ducks. Rusev knocks Lana off the apron. He turns around. He gets AA'd. He gets pinned. Match is over. John Cena is the champion. That wasn't the whole match. The whole match was about 15 minutes. That was just the end.
It kind of reminded me of Charlie Hulse entering the ring, running the ropes, and hitting Lily Garcia, making her flag across her, and she screams as she hits the ground. So just imagine Rusev doing that to Lana.
Well, now apparently, I don't know. Is Lana still with him?
I have no idea.
I know he was pissed after that, but I haven't watched much wrestling since this. So after that, it started to get a little dark, a little bit. It was still pretty fucking daylight. And that's when we had The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt comes out in his entrance gear, and he's got his lantern, and he's walking down the ramp, and he's got dancing scarecrows all around him, which
It was strange.
I didn't understand it one single bit. There was one time where he like walked up to a scarecrow, and I think he like touched his forehead or something.
It looked like I was having a seizure. I was going like this.
He might not have touched him at all. I might just be like thinking that, but I think he touched like his forehead, and then the fucking thing started like freaking out, and like he was like dancing and following him down the ramp, and it was really weird. And Undertaker didn't have a special entrance at all.
Which I thought was a waste. They could have did some with the Druids even bringing him out, like carrying him back.
He just came out and he walked down the ramp, and he had like his old, it wasn't even like his new like WrestleMania gear with like the
He was like in
spikes
his
on the
American
coat and-
Badass gear from WrestleMania 20.
That wasn't American Badass. That was the Dead Man.
It's still the same thing. He wore that whenever he got buried.
Yeah, it was.
Big Evil.
It
Big
was
Evil.
literally the exact same
Outfit he's worn.
as WrestleMania 20. It was just the coat and the hat. That's it.
And he forgot to get his hair cut before. I think he forgot to go get his hair cut before.
Why would he get his hair cut? Oh, you mean
He
like
didn't
with the mohawk thing?
Yeah, because he had
yeah.
a full set of hair, and it kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like he was like growing it out. So a cool moment in the match, I think, was when Bray Wyatt went to the corner and he started doing his upside down, backwards grudge crawl thing, and then Undertaker just sits up and just looks at him, and you just see like Bray Wyatt just like melt into like the canvas.
I thought that was well done.
It was. That
excellent.
was a cool ass moment.
The storytelling in that match was perfect.
Yeah.
And people say
Especially
how
the first the match was only 15 minutes. I say only 15 minutes. The match was 15 minutes, but the first like 5 minutes, it was all Undertaker. Like he dominated. He did like all of his spots. He did the old school. He just dominated Bray for like the first 5 minutes or so.
And the thing about it that's great is people swore last year Undertaker had to retire, that he had nothing, but people got to realize he got a concussion earlier in the match.
Yeah.
So Undertaker
Well,
was
he
very
looked
sloppy
bad last year. Like even like his body, he just looked like old and just broke
He didn't take care of
down.
himself.
But this time he came out, he took that coat off, man. He looked
good.
He was 10 years
He
younger.
did. And
I
I
was
think
like,
that he put on a
damn.
hell of a... That was one of the better matches he's put on in a while, too. I mean, worse than Bray Wyatt, you're not going to put on a 5-star match like Triple H and Shawn Michaels would with Undertaker, but I still think for what it was, I think the match was great for what it was.
That was a damn good match.
And it just shows Undertaker could still do it.
Especially when he pinned Bray Wyatt after the first tombstone. And he had him pinned, and he had his tongue out, and he was doing that whole thing, and then Bray kicked out, and Taker was just like...
He does it every WrestleMania, but now he's not fucking shocked. I'm surprised. Seriously, I'm surprised Michael Cole doesn't go, and that is vintage Undertaker.
But after the second tombstone, Bray didn't kick out. By the way, I don't want to jump guns here, but who do you think Bray is talking about in his new promos?
I haven't seen the new promo yet.
Oh.
He's talking about somebody in the new promos now?
Never mind then.
I'll have to check YouTube.
Yeah, he's talking about how, like... Yeah, you gotta watch it on YouTube, but he's talking about, like, how he's the new face of fear, and...
He's still doing that?
Yeah. So, like, who the fuck is he talking about now?
You think he would talk about Kane?
I don't know.
Kane don't fit in the build right now because he's corporate Kane.
Yeah. But after that, we had our final match of the night, which was Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
We got booed out of the building.
Yeah. Big time. But the whole thing was saved because the match got turned into a triple threat in the last 3 minutes or so when our savior, Phil Spencer,
Our savior,
came down and cashed in his Xbox in the bank.
His Xbox One in the bank.
Seth Rollins comes out, huge pop, cashes in, curb stomps Lesnar, goes to curb stomp Lesnar again, gets picked up in the F5. Roman Reigns spears Lesnar. Lesnar rolls out of the ring. Rollins curb stomps Reigns, pins him, 1, 2, 3, new champion.
I called it. I told you right before WrestleMania. I said there was no way. I said the only way. I said that the championship will not change. I said Brock Lesnar walks out of WrestleMania, but I said he'll lose it the next night on Raw. I said or Seth Rollins will leave WrestleMania as the champion. I said there's no way Roman Reigns will leave WrestleMania as the WWE champion. There's no way. He's hated more than John Cena, and that tells you something.
Is he the new John Cena? So yeah, Seth Rollins, WWE champion, all is well in the universe. You'd think, like, they come off of that, and then they go into Raw the next night, and it's just the same old shit.
The Raw after I was watching because I was expecting, because they said Sting was there live and I knew Undertaker was backstage. I was expecting the confrontation to finally happen, but no, they didn't even do that. They waited for the WWE Network for Sting, and then
only to get interrupted by Bo Dallas.
Yeah, you got believe, and then you had the whole show. Honestly, it just sucked ass, except for when Brock Lesnar fucking destroyed everybody, and then fucking Michael Cole gets F5'd out of his shoes, and then Booker T, out he goes. Fucking JBL does not even sell this shit, because JBL's like, I'm not amused with your shit, Brock Lesnar. So, I mean, that was the worst thing. That was the only good thing about Raw, but seriously, that was probably the worst Raw after WrestleMania I've seen in a long time.
Oh, totally. It absolutely was. But I've got to talk about it. So, Brock Lesnar comes out. He's stupid pissed. He wants his rematch. He wants it tonight. Seth Rollins apparently isn't there yet because he had to fly to New York to be on the Today Show. He had to fly back to Northern California. He had to fly back to Northern California to be on Raw. He was there later on in the night, and they gave Brock his rematch, but they didn't, because when Seth Rollins went to hand the ref the belt, he said, fuck it, and he left. Or he tried to leave. Brock Lesnar fucking grabbed him and was like beating the shit out of him and J&J security. Rollins eventually escapes with the title. The match never happens. So Brock just starts going fucking nuts. He overturns the English announcer table. Booker T does his best which was the fucking highlight of the night. I swear to God, that was the best moment I've ever seen. I even recorded it, and I wanted it as a ringtone.
I'll make you a ringtone of it.
You never hear JBL.
He don't sell shit.
He grabs Cole, throws him in the ring, F5s him out of his shoes, grabs the cameraman, F5s the cameraman. Stephanie finally comes out and suspends him, which is just to get Brock Lesnar off TV.
Because he wants to work less dates for more money.
Yeah, exactly. Even though he just signed for 3 fucking years.
You know how many times we'll see him in those 3 years? We'll probably get him at least on TV at least 12 times out 3 years.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it was that much. But
you forgot Ronda. Oh, you forgot her.
I forgot what?
You forgot The Rock at WrestleMania, which nobody really cares about. Ronda Rousey, whatever her name is.
I didn't forget that. It never happened.
Thank God. Okay, praise.
So at WrestleMania, Triple H and Stephanie are in the ring, and then
they bash Sting.
They bash everybody in the crowd. They bash all the wrestlers in the back, and then The Rock comes out. Woo fucking who?
And why does The Rock get fucking airtime?
Why does The Rock get more airtime than most of the matches? That segment went on forever.
I'm tired of them catering to him when he does nothing for the business anymore. He's more worried about himself.
Stephanie bitch slaps the shit out of him, which I was like, yes. He gets out of the ring and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go to the back. Fuck this. Stops, walks over to Ronda Rousey, puts her out, or gets her out of the crowd, puts her in the ring, and then she Rock says, after like 10 more minutes of talking, Rock is just like, oh, I'm done talking. Starts punching Triple H in the corner. Triple H comes out of the corner. Ronda Rousey hip tosses Triple H, and then Stephanie goes to slap her. She grabs Stephanie by the arm, like, I don't even know how to describe it. She puts her arm around Stephanie's arm and puts her hand against her shoulder like this. But all Stephanie's arm is doing is just like if you're like walking with somebody and you put their arm around like their hip or something. That's all Stephanie's arm was doing.
She wasn't selling it.
But she was screaming as like fucking bloody murder that she was going to like break her arm. And Ronda was just like holding her arm like this. And I'm sitting here like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. This is ruining WrestleMania. Then they saved it with Seth Rollins. But anyway, the next night on Raw, Brock Lesnar gets suspended. So he overturned the table. Okay? I find out later that the table was later turned back on its right side during like one of the commercial breaks or something. They have Byron Saxton come out for commentary, who is just boring as shit. If the rumors are true, Vince is fucking furious about it.
He was on Raw again this week.
Was he? I didn't even watch it.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing, though. The announcer's table was never flipped back over. It never was, because him and Jerry Lawler stood up the whole time.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't remember where I heard it, but it was flipped back over, but then they flipped it back over on its side. I don't know why.
Oh, because see, I never heard that. I just knew they never changed it.
I can't remember where I heard it, but I don't know why they didn't flip it over and leave it, because the table was just flipped the whole show, and then you just have Byron and Jerry the King Lawler, who they brought out to help Byron because he was so fucking boring by himself. He was boring with King, too. Just on the other side of the table, just watching a monitor laying on the floor. Why wouldn't you just flip the damn table over and leave it like that?
Because they should have did this at the end of the show, because it didn't make sense to do it during the 9 o'clock hour. But it was 9 o'clock here on the East Coast.
So we spend the last, like, hour plus with boring-ass Byron Saxton. No offense to Byron Saxton, if he's watching this. Props to you. I'm sure you knew about the angle well beforehand.
Get some charisma.
You shouldn't have been that fucking boring. You had no excitement in your voice.
Have emotion.
John Cena comes out and he issues an open challenge to anybody who wants a U.S. title match. And while Dean Ambrose's music is playing, Byron Saxton's just like, oh, here comes Rusev.
I heard that.
Oh, wait. Dean Ambrose. Here comes the crazy one. And I'm just
he sounds so fucking robotic.
He has no charisma whatsoever. He had no excitement in his voice. The crowd is the only thing that saved that entire night.
They were even boring too.
Yeah,
they weren't even excited for Raw.
Even at the end, they were chanting, "We are awesome."
Yeah, during the main event, they were better. Yeah, but during the whole show, it wasn't how it normally is after WrestleMania, like how they did the Fandango theme and stuff like that. I mean, they didn't hijack Raw like they normally did. This was such a tame crowd.
Well, that one year with that fucking Fandango theme, and then I believe that was the year that Dolph Ziggler cashed in. That was like the hottest crowd I've ever seen in my life.
Some of those were great crowds, but this one this year sucked.
That went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh. My bad. I forgot fucking the rooster returned.
That rooster.
So Daniel Bryan.
Roosters returned.
Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler are having an Intercontinental match, and then Daniel Bryan wins, and Bad News Barrett comes out from the commentary table and starts pounding on Bryan. So then you hear Sheamus's music. It's a shameful thing, lobster head. And here comes this fucking retarded looking dude running down the ramp who's got like a big ass red mohawk. And he like grew out his beard and he's got all these fucking bedazzled beads in his beard. And he looks so ridiculous. Even the crowd was chanting, "You look stupid."
He looked like a fucking bedazzled rooster, and then his tights. Normally he has like the logo in his tights and stuff.
Yeah.
It was black with like black outlines. So I'm like, God, now he's even wearing the fucking Miz's tights because the Miz wore the exact same stuff. So I'm like, he borrowed the Miz's tights. He borrowed Tyson's wife's bedazzled stuff. I mean, he borrowed something from everybody. And I'm thinking the Great Khali, who's rumored to be coming back. Great Khali probably went up and goes like this. Friend, and grabbed his hair like this and picked him up. That's what happened.
So on April 3rd, which I don't know how long ago that was, or how far after WrestleMania.
So 7 days ago.
Was it 7 days ago?
I think today's the 10th. Yeah, because it's the 10th, I think.
Okay, so a week ago today. Yeah, it was. It was last Friday, because I remember texting Chad about it. AJ Lee, shockingly, announced her retirement from wrestling. Loads of speculation about it because of what happened at WrestleMania, how she spent pretty much the entire match outside the ring, not doing anything. Tons of people think that it's because she's pregnant.
Wasn't there Instagram pictures too that led to that, I believe?
Yeah, Instagram pictures from NXT diva, I believe it was Bailey, posted pictures on her Instagram and her Twitter, like holding AJ's like stomach. And one of the quotes was, "We're expecting ... AJ and Paige to win at WrestleMania." So there's loads of speculation about it. What are you gonna do? Look it up?
No.
Oh. So yeah, she's officially done. Divas Division took a hit because, despite what you say, I still think she was one of the best divas.
She could wrestle better
in the last
than
like 10 years.
Let me put it this way: she is one of the better ones since Trish Stratus, Lita, like the ones that can actually physically wrestle. Like the only ones who can really wrestle, if you think about, is Natalya. Think about it.
Paige.
Her and Paige.
Yeah.
Her and Paige can wrestle. Outside of them two, they're all worthless.
No, Naomi's pretty damn good.
She's starting to get there. Her boobs distract me though in the ring. I don't know if it's between her boobs or her ass, but I get more distracted in the match. I mean, it bounces everywhere, and I'm like, she goes to run and she hits you with her ass. I'm like, I'm out.
No, I'm in.
I'm like, I'm out.
So yeah, that's all WWE really has. That's in the Divas division that can really go.
Down to two wrestlers basically that can wrestle in the Divas division. Everything else is like fucking Eva
Marie.
Eva Marie. Yeah, and she can't wrestle.
I mean, the Bellas have improved since years ago.
The only reason why they have jobs,
amazing, but
the only reason why they have jobs is because one is dating John Cena and the other one's married to Daniel Bryan. You're welcome. If not, they would probably be on some kind of.
Let me unscrew my mic so I can drop it. Because you just dropped the fucking mic.
Because if they weren't on WWE, they'd probably be on some kind of cheesy-ass Showtime, HBO Cinemax, cheap-ass, skimpy porn, softcore porn.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
But again, I'm not being they're worthless in the ring. They can't wrestle.
I mean, they've improved.
They've improved when they first came in. But again, remember how?
But I'm not putting them on like the level of like Natalya or Paige anywhere near that level. Look at AJ Lee.
AJ Lee's improved a lot during her career.
Yeah.
They're supposed to improve. No, you're not supposed to be stagnant.
What WWE needs to do is start calling up some of them divas from NXT. Because they did that with Paige, and look what happened.
I know we got Sasha Banks. I know we got Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear that she's amazing.
There's a few of them down there, man, that can fucking go. And they're just, I understand leaving them in NXT to let them get that experience,
Cameron
but,
from the fucking Dactyls is down there. But again, she can't wrestle to begin with either. Her lips are too damn big. they use her lips as a turnbuckle.
Holy shit. I'm not sure if that was racist or sexist.
I am not racist.
Wrestling with Games podcast does not support those comments.
I'm not racist. I swear.
I'm not saying
Have you ever
you're
seen?
racist,
No, seriously, have you ever seen her lips on Total Divas?
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
I see it, and I'm like,
I don't watch that crap.
no, but I'm saying like when you see her, it looks like her lips get bigger every time I see her. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how much more can you inject in them? Then you look at Naomi's ass. I'm like, how much more can you put in her ass too?
I do watch it all the time. I've never missed an episode. I don't watch that shit. Get out of here with that Total
There's an
Divas.
achievement on the WWE Network on Xbox 360, and you probably have every one of them.
I have the one for Total Divas.
That's the one I'm missing.
I like it, okay? I'm sorry. Is there anything else?
Everything.
Let me do one last refresh on IG, and we might have to go back to some gaming news real quick.
But that's it. I'm probably about to jump off here because I have to head to the store actually.
Oh, you got to go get more of our sponsor.
I need to get I got to get more soda as it is, and then I got to make sure I got enough stuff for dinner because I have to cook. I hate it. With that said, I'm not racist.
Nothing new. No, we're not racist.
I'm not racist. I'm just making it.
So we
You
will
still
catch
can't
you guys
wrestle.
later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.